What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Atomic Drop Podcast.
What's going on, big man?
Not too much, man. Enjoying a sweet Friday night here. Let me put the correct overlay up. We have I don't know. I thought I had that one up a minute ago. But yeah. A terrific SmackDown tonight. An okay Raw, decent Raw, getting ready for SummerSlam. I mean, the biggest event of the summer, right, dude?
It seems to be shaping up to be. SummerSlam's on its way tomorrow night. Let's go. Exciting. Very.
We got a hell of a card coming up. I'm really excited for it. We have a comment already here before we get started.
Already a comment? We just started.
Adam Glenn. The dude is just waiting. He's waiting, and
Adam Glenn, ready to roll. Let's go.
I got to put it up there. I didn't even put it up there.
Hey.
Glenn, what up, Adam Glenn?
What's going on, AG? How you doing, baby?
We got the beautiful Linda Duarte.
Linda. How are you, Linda? I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on, girl?
How you doing, Linda? Thanks for checking the show out. Yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah.
So, Dave, I got a quick question before we get into it. This whole Mr. Fuji thing going on here.
Oh, God.
So for people that don't know, last week Mr. Fuji started off on the show with myself, was attacked and shoved in a closet by our good friend here, my colleague, Cowboy Dave Yarnell.
Yes, sir.
On the Batcave, my Mets show on the Batcave on Wednesday, Mr. Fuji was posting that he was locked in a closet. So I was a little bit nervous. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Fuji. Now I'm seeing all sorts of cryptic messages on social media. So what's going on here with Mr. Fuji?
I put him in the closet. That's where he belongs. He's going to stay there until I tell him to come out.
Have you checked on him in a while?
Not lately, I haven't. No, got to be honest.
So I guess we'll get started. What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Hang on a second here.
What are you doing?
I ain't doing anything. My screen's fritzing. Hang on. Hang on. All right, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I something. All right. So I'm sorry. All right. So fucking banner went off. Hang on. We're gonna start it off with Raw.
Is Mr. Fuji doing splits on stuff to you that I don't know about? What's going on here?
Fucking I don't.
Cowboy Dave, I'm coming for you. I'm almost out. I'm out. Dave, you better watch your back. I'm coming for you. When you least expect it, Mr. Fuji will be behind you.
What was that?
Dave, what did you do?
I don't know. I locked him in the closet.
Oh, he's out now, brother. I would make sure your doors and windows are locked tight.
Bro, I'm looking behind me. I'm good so far. I don't know.
All right, before we jump into Raw, man, I'm sweating. My palms are sweaty. My knees weak. My arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti on the sweater already.
I'm freaking out just watching that.
Holy Christ. All right. Hey, Joe Sullivan, your cohort, extra innings on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
Fellas, speaking of slam, the Phillies got slammed tonight.
Did they lose to the Kansas City Royals, Joe? Oh, my Lord.
Royals are hot, hot, hot. Just like Mr. Fuji, I think. I don't know. Uh-oh, Eileen.
Eileen.
Mr. Fuji getting out of the closet, messing with your stream. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I didn't.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I love Liv. The Mr. Fuji posters in prison there. I don't know. Fuji looked pretty good from behind. I think he's used to that position. I don't know.
I'm still looking behind me. I'm good so far. So I'm a little nervous.
For a boiler room brawl between you and Mr. Fuji. I don't know. And
a boiler room brawl. Okay, I'm down on that.
Adam says fat ass.
Fat ass.
That his buddy Sean is fat ass. I know he's not calling me fat ass.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna start it off with Raw after a shaky start here. I don't know what the hell.
What was that about?
Yeah, well, you know what it's about.
I did was lock him in a closet. That's all, because he's trying to steal my show. That's what he tried to do, and he won't do it again.
You attack a man in his house and you lock him in his own closet. Sooner or later, he's going to get out and he's going to come looking for you, brother.
Hey, he had it coming though. I had to lay the smackdown on his candy ass.
I told you to use the cookie sheet, but nope. You went soft on him.
I couldn't find one.
You gotta use the walk, man. All right, so Raw kicked off Raw this past Monday with Ricochet and Logan Paul, which I think is gonna be a terrific, high flying, high energy match. It's gonna be a lot of fun to see. But so they kick off Raw, a little bit of chat back and forth, a little bit of respect shown also back and forth. And what did you think about Raw's opening?
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. Those two are going to put on a heck of a show. There's no doubt about it. They're both high flyers. That's exactly what WWE needs to start the show off. I don't know if they're going to start. I doubt they'll start SummerSlam tomorrow night. But I think it's going to be a good match. Those two, they know each other well, from what I see, and it'll be a high flying match. That's how I'm going to. I'll leave it at that.
It's the same type of style, so it really lends itself to they're going to work great together, I think, because they both have the same type of athleticism. Obviously, Ricochet's been doing it a lot longer, so his athleticism, his move, his skill set is probably far and away past Logan Paul. But Logan Paul, to be in it for as short amount of time as he has been, he looks phenomenal in the ring. He looks so comfortable. His moves are so smooth. I think the guy's a douchebag dickhead. Well, you got to give him credit. You know what I mean? You got to give him credit. In the ring, he looks very comfortable.
Yes, I totally agree. But both, like I said, both of them are very high flyers, so it'll be a very good show, very good match.
Go ahead.
We'll go over predictions later on the show. But it's just like those two. I think what show is that? I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was Money in the Bank. I think I want to say. When they both went off the top rope and they hit each other. And,
WrestleMania?
Was that Mania? Was it WrestleMania?
Royal Rumble. It was Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Okay. All the shows mixed up together on me. But that was pretty crazy. Yeah, they both went off same time, hit each other, went down. So I'm expecting a very big match tomorrow night. Very big.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. And another thing, I really liked Logan Paul, the way he was interacting with the crowd, really being the super heel, putting the crowd down and stuff like that. I thought he did a really good job with that. And he came out with the upper hand at the end of that segment. Yeah,
Logan actually he did attack him, but Ricochet got the best of him at the end. So
Ricochet got the best. I thought it was Logan Paul.
No, Ricochet. I think he picked him up and slammed him.
Logan Paul actually, because he was I didn't notice this is the other thing that Ricochet's fiance was that a ring announcer chick. I can't think of her name right now.
Yeah.
He was talking to her, and then he caught Ricochet. I don't know if it was like his titanium hand. They're calling it whatever the hell that means. I missed some part of the storyline with Logan Paul's titanium hand, but he knocked Ricochet out. Right. Cole was talking to him and stuff like that. Then Logan Paul did come out with the upper hand. Right. So before we move on, we got a couple more comments. I want to make sure I keep up here. Mr. Fuji 2.0. I'm almost there, Dave. Almost near Delco. Oh, I'm assuming that's where you're at, Dave. I don't know for sure, though.
I'm getting. I don't know. Should I be scared? I don't know. I don't know what to think right now.
Dave, you got yourself these right here, baby. Right?
You got it. Yes, sir.
You don't got to worry. You're the showstopper. You don't got to worry about nothing.
I ain't worried about anything. I'm good.
All right. Calling me a fat ass, Adam. I'll tell you what, Adam. You're going to find yourself in a boiler room brawl with me.
Oh, I like it.
Downtown Pottsville, the mean streets of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. When I see you walking around, I'm going to get out of my truck and we're going to go a couple rounds, brother.
Adam's, I don't know. What's his deal tonight? Uh-oh.
He's all wound up. This Mr. Food fire. Eileen says maybe they will do that match early to be over in time for Jake Paul's boxing match later in the night. I think that
that's a great quote, Eileen. I didn't think about that. So you just said
I think that match is going to go on early, maybe first, maybe second, just because it's a high energy match to really whip the crowd up into a frenzy kind of thing. Because it's going to be a lot of energy in that match, and there's going to be a lot of this is awesome type of chance, I believe, and or stuff like that. So I think I think that show's going to go, or that match is going to be really early, first or second match.
It possibly could be. Actually, that'll set the tone if they did that. That'd be good.
So
that'd be good.
And we also have Mike Fuji, not the Mr. Fuji, on his way to get you, Dave. This is the other Fuji.
What's up, Fuji? How you doing, baby?
You can check Fuji out on Thursdays. Fuji's Philly Flair on Thursdays at 7 p.m. This past Thursday, he had a great guest on. With a great.
Catherine was good last night. I watched a lot of it. It was good.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what the name of that the organization she was. She was.
Yeah, I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but she was good last night. I watched a lot of it, and it was good. Good interview. Very nice.
If you can put the name of that organization in the comments here, I'll post it. It was something cleaning. Something with cleaning. I can't remember it exactly. I had it on the top of my head, and it's gone. It's
right. I got you. Let us know, Fuji, if you want to give us that comment.
It was a cancer organization and stuff like that. So as soon as if he puts that up, I'll give it a shout out. So then we go into a little bit of Imperium talk, and so they're interviewing Imperium, and it kind of surprised me, but it was Gunther kind of giving Kaiser and Giovanni a little bit of shit, but mostly Kaiser. He goes, I'm really disappointed in you. He's like, and Gio, but really you. And Kaiser's fake eyebrows were really high.
Well, Kaiser's been losing. I mean, so you can't blame Gunther for that. I mean, he's not having confidence in his crew. So it's
The match is made. Adam Glenn and Mr. Fuji versus Bat Fry and the Showstopper.
Wow.
It sounds perfect right now.
That sounds really good.
I'm in.
Let's go. You're carrying me on this one, big man.
so that leads to Kaiser, Ludwig Kaiser versus your boy Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Not a bad match. It's a good match. I still feel really super uncomfortable with Matt Riddle and his lack of footwear or anything below his waist, besides his little panties, with nothing being on his legs. It's something. But anyway, because I don't know. It makes you feel uncomfortable.
You're just not. You just want tape on his feet is what you want. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get it.
So like I said, a good match, not a bad match. Ludwig Kaiser comes out on top, and
poor Riddle. Riddle hasn't won yet. He hasn't won a match in a while. Well, he won a few weeks ago.
He won a few weeks ago, but he's had a lot of really good battles with Imperium. So I think that's. I'm still waiting for Randy Orton to come back. I feel like that's going to lead up to something with Randy.
I saw some things today on Randy that was very interesting, but I'll save it I'll save it later on the show. Right. I saw some. I saw two articles on Randy this morning, and I don't know which one to believe. But the one I kind of like, I was like, okay, he maybe kind of like made me think for tomorrow night. Then the other one, I was like, maybe not. So I don't know. We'll see. All
right. Well, that has me kind of piqued my curiosity there.
Yeah, I'm kind of puzzled on it. Like I said, the one article was kind of, I looked at it, I was like, maybe so. And the other one was like, I don't know. 50-50 on Randy's. I don't know. We'll see. But.
And so the ring general was very happy with Ludwig Kaiser's outcome. So that leads to
so Imperium looks like they're back. They're back. They're going to do okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for right now, anyway, until after SummerSlam, and I think you're gonna see more cracks develop there. But so that leads into Maxine Dupree versus Valhalla. I could have done without it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, who won that match? I didn't see. I kind of missed that match. I got to be honest. I was at a friend's softball game.
It was
Maxine won.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Okay.
And 'cause Maxine, I guess, is not a wrestler at all. The way it looks to me.
No.
Valhalla looks like she could be a wrestler, but is maybe green yet. Because she did do some decent moves.
Right.
She was the one leading the match. It seemed like to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Maxine eventually came away with the win, and Maxine's
actually. how can I put this? Maxine's actually getting better every week. If you can you can see her wrestling skills are actually getting stronger as the weeks go on.
She's getting better, but she shouldn't be. I
mean,
I guess it wasn't a lot of times, like 5 minutes. To be honest with you, it wasn't a match, but there wasn't like a 2 commercial segment match or whatever.
Well, they're not going to give them much time. No. They get what they can.
So I guess because people love the Alpha Academy, so I get it. Getting them out there. She's doing the worm and stuff like that. She's gorgeous.
Right.
Other things so that helps. Then you have Otis out there. Stumbling, bumbling, murmuring, whatever the hell he's doing out there. So it's
I love him. I just do. He just makes those matches like I don't know what to say. Like he's good on the outside, and he's just a pumped up dude for a big guy. I like it. I like it a lot.
Linda says she's missed wrestling all week.
Linda, that's okay. We'll let you slide.
Adam Glenn has some advice for you.
Dave, call APA.
That's a good one, Adam.
Call the APA. Yeah, I just might have to, Adam. I might have to.
So we were talking about before about Fuji's guest on Fuji's Philly Flair was Kathy. It was two organizations that she was they're talking about was HelensAngels.org and CleaningForAReason.org.
I did hear the Helen's Angels during the show. I didn't hear the cleaning part, but I did.
I seen the logo for the cleaning part. I was able to tune in. I think the last maybe like 10, 15 minutes of his show.
Right.
And great causes. So guys, check them out, please. Cancer affects every.
Right.
What is that?
What's that? What?
On the screen there it says Dave and it's Chucky.
Oh my God.
Oh.
What was that? Oh God! I must have really pissed off Mr. Fuji, man.
You really pissed off Mr. Fuji.
Oh well, he'll live.
Adam Glenn says, "Do you smell what the Riddle is smoking?" I was actually at a Godsmack and Stained concert, and I did smell what the Riddle was smoking. So.
Oh man, I bet you did. I bet you did, big man. I bet you did.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, Riddle, man. I saw an interview with him not too long ago, and not to go off topic, but he was talking about he ate a whole pizza by himself. I'm like, dude, how do you do that?
I believe it. Yeah, he's one of those guys that it just burns, like it just melts off of him. He has that look about him.
It's amazing.
And I can just see him walking around with a whole pie in his hand, a whole pizza.
That's what he said. He goes, "I'm gonna eat a whole pizza by myself." I'm like, dude, how do you what?
And just bro.
I mean, come on, man.
With the hat backwards like this, and or bro.
Dude,
stuff like
I'll
that.
tell you.
I could picture it. I can actually say it.
Yeah, he said he was on that I forget what that show is on Wednesdays. They have it's Wednesday morning show they do. I can't remember what it's called. But he was with them. He was on backstage. He was actually on the show and they were interviewing wrestlers and he was actually on. Say it again.
Was it on ESPN?
No, it wasn't ESPN. No, it was I forget what it's called.
I
think or something. I want to say, is that right? No, it's not right. I forget, but it was one of those.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Yeah, whatever.
Eileen says, "Is Mr. Fuji turning into the Fiend?" Oh, the Fiend. Will we see a Fiend? At SummerSlam.
I keep hearing rumors about the Fiend or Bray or one or the other. I don't know. I really don't know.
Uncle Howdy or Howdy Doody Time or whatever the hell.
I'll just put it this way. I'll leave it at this. I think that we're going to see some surprises at SummerSlam. I just don't know what yet.
I agree. I think there's going to be some surprises. So moving on with Raw, you had the Judgment Day come out, and they're doing cutting a promo. And I'll tell you what, the Judgment Day are creating a lot of enemies right now.
They are,
and I have a really strong feeling that this is how the Judgment Day is going to get broken down because they have enemies across the board.
Do you think that's tomorrow night?
I think tomorrow night will be the start of it. Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be the start of it. Sami Zayn, KO, Matt Riddle's been more with the
him and Drew.
Drew. And so that's, and the women's division, with Rhea. So that's what I was kind of getting at with Rhea. She's had her thing with Liv. She's had her thing with Natalia. Now
Raquel.
She's with Raquel. That was interesting. With Raquel coming out, and Raquel was kind of manhandling her a little bit.
Raquel was kicking the blood out of her last night on Monday night, but of course, I didn't want to say it, but of course, Rhea gets the best of her, chopping her leg down and taking her out. I mean, come on.
Dom distracted her. That's what the Judgment Day does. They do the underhanded heel stuff. Dirty Dom distracts her, and Rhea does the old clip, 15-yard clipping on Sportsmanlike.
Yeah, definitely. She's definitely good for that. But I like. Oh, hello, Eileen.
Stacey Northrup. What's up, Stacey? She says, "LOL, Eileen." You can check Stacey out on Mondays on the Big Blue Power Hour, talking New York Giants football.
Achievement. Anyway, going back to Rhea and Raquel, I kind of like where they're going with that.
Yeah.
I would love to see Raquel get a title shot because she definitely deserves it. I think she could. She could take Rhea to the hole. She's really good. I don't know if she beat Rhea, but I think she give her.
Well, that Teddy Long wannabe Adam Cole told her she has to be cleared first. He said, "You will get your match, but you need to be cleared." So who knows what that means? Does that mean in 2 weeks? Does that mean next pay-per-view? Does that mean Royal Rumble, Survivor Series? Who knows? But
my point being is, I think Raquel would definitely give Rhea a run. I don't think she beat her, but she definitely give her a run.
Well, I think it's going to be a multiple match type of scenario where it's Raquel loses and I had you, Rhea, but something happened, like Dom interfered. Well, then there's another match where Dom can't be at ringside. Well, then something else squirrely happens, and then there's another match, and that the third match is the end all. For a bit with those two, but I think it's going to be a multiple match type of series with them. Right.
I totally agree. Do we know if Raquel is okay for SummerSlam?
He said Monday. I was watching Raw. Actually, finished watching Raw this morning, and the way goofy ass Cole said, Adam Cole said was she needs to be cleared, and I didn't hear anything about being cleared.
If she wasn't cleared, why'd she come down to ringside? You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of.
The doctor, I guess, couldn't stop her from going down. Like she's not cleared to wrestle, so it wasn't a sanctioned match.
Right.
That's just her coming down to the ringside.
I see a picture of her holding her knee. I was like, oh man, rough.
So there was a backstage vignette. I don't know if you've seen it, but Adam Cole said to her, you'll get your match, but you need to be cleared. And he said to the doctor, how is she? And he's like, she's hurt. And that's what and he's like, you're not cleared. He said, once you're cleared, get your match. So
obviously she won't be cleared by tomorrow night. So
I don't think it's going to be anything tomorrow night, which is kind of a bummer. It would have been nice to see Rhea have a championship match tomorrow night. I don't think she does, right? Like
I don't think she's in any kind of match tomorrow night. No.
So she'll be just at ringside. It makes me wonder sometimes if she's hurt or like she's like.
Well, she has a trick knee. They've been saying that she has a trick knee. So sometimes the knee goes out, goes back in. I don't know.
She has a trick knee. What is she, an 85-year-old grandmother?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying that I did hear. I read an article that they said her knee is not 100%. But
yeah, okay, lingering.
Right, but she can still go, but it's not. At times, it just gives out on her at times. But I don't know.
Adam Glenn has a thought on the Judgment Day. Says no one can end the Judgment Day.
There's one person that's supposed to end the Judgment Day, Adam, but he has yet to do it.
Who's that?
He said, "I will end Judgment Day." I'm still waiting for that.
Who was it?
The Rated R Superstar.
All right. Yep. Well,
he said a long time ago, "I will end Judgment Day."
Well, he was the original Judgment Day leader, right?
That's what I'm saying, and I don't understand. I've been waiting for that for months now. I don't know what's going on with that, but
yeah. All right, so moving on from that, we got Nakamura and Ciampa.
Yep.
Not a bad match. Both of them. I thought they worked well with each other. I love Nakamura. I like quirkiness and stuff like that. I really dig it for some reason. I think he looks good in the ring. I've had some. So here's a thought there. I've had some, like, I wanted to hear your opinion on this. I've had some people that watch wrestling occasionally, and they've been wrestling fans, their whole life, but they're not like watching it every week and stuff like that, and they've complained about Nakamura being the king of strong style. Like, well, look at him. He looks like he's 180 pounds, or like there's no muscle on him and stuff like that. They're looking for big hulking, wrestlers that from like the 90s and 80s and stuff like that. Right. And they look at Nakamura like he's a weakling. He's the Red Rooster. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like Nakamura's body style hurts his performance? Like, in like the reality that he can.
No, I think Nakamura's great. I just do.
Ciampa's a pretty thick dude. It looks like. Well, physique wise, he's much bigger than Nakamura. But
Nakamura can go with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. That's how good he is. They can save him for anything, any match. It doesn't matter. I mean, his body style. It doesn't matter. He's just that good.
I agree. It was just something that was brought up to me a couple times in the past. And I wanted to get your take on it because like I said, back in the 80s and the first half of the 90s, your body size was a huge thing, and then kind of started going
because Vince likes big people. Vince likes big guys. That's why he
likes the giant. He likes the hulking type of people, and it is what it is.
Well, Triple H likes big guys too, but lately it hasn't been, like I said, Triple H has been running the show.
Give me Daniel Bryan and CM Punk 100 times out of 100. You know what I mean? I'll watch those guys wrestle all day, and they're not big guys. You know what I mean?
I was
like normal guys.
I was a Perfect guy. I love Perfect. I thought Perfect was great.
Mr. Perfect as well. Yeah.
Guys like that. Bret Hart, Perfect, Shawn, all those guys to me were the best. They were just unbelievable. And they weren't big guys. I mean, they weren't huge.
Oh, absolutely.
By any stretch.
Yeah. This is a comment for Eileen. I think Adam Glenn wants to know. Well, and Eileen and Stacy, if they're both still watching, who will have a better record, the Giants or the Jets? I think
I'll say the Jets.
I think the Jets will.
Sorry, Stace.
I'll tell you what. It's gonna be a tough. Both teams are in a tough division, so it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they are. They are. I just don't. I mean, I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is gonna look like with Jets. I really don't know.
He has weapons around him, and great defense.
Good receivers too. So I would have to say the Jets, but that division, who knows? I mean, what does New England look like? I have no idea. I haven't seen anything of that. So.
Yeah,
I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing that all these quarterbacks they're telling me they're better than Dak, and it's driving me crazy. the dude from San Diego or the LA Chargers. I went to
Herbert. Yeah,
he's not better. He's better than Dak. No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm sorry. I cannot go. I'm sorry. No, he's not.
Well, you don't have to be sorry about it, Dave. That's fine.
No, I'm just tired of hearing how many times I have to hear that he's better than Dak. He's not better than Dak. He's not.
I'd rather have Dak Prescott on the Raiders than Jimmy G, but I mean,
there you go. I mean,
I'd rather have Herbert though.
I like Jimmy Garoppolo. I got no problem with him. He's a winner. He wins.
He's a wiener, is what he is.
That too, but
his defense wins.
That too.
That's what I think. It's the same type of Derek Carr. Anyway, we're getting
we're well off topic here.
Nakamura wins, but he wins by yanking on the old tights there, which is fantastic. I miss that kind of stuff.
He's good like that.
Yep. So Nakamura comes out. So then you have Chad Gable and Gunther. Did you see this match?
I saw a little bit of it. Yes, I did.
This match, the backstage vignette. I'll set it up here. The backstage vignette.
It's not fair. I mean, come on, Gunther.
So Kaiser says to Gable, he says, "You couldn't beat Gunther within 5 minutes." And Gunther's like, "You know what? I like that. Let's do that. Let's set a timer." He goes, "Put it on the jumbotron." He goes, "You'll have 5 minutes, to last, to last with me. You won't last 5 minutes with me." Is basically what he's saying. So they put it out there, and it started off where Gunther was manhandling his ass, tossing him around, and really, doing the whole ring general, type of stuff to him, and then all of a sudden, Gable started turning it around, started getting a little bit of momentum, and ended up beating that 5 minutes. That really, really ticked Gunther off, and he's like, "Nope." He goes, "We're going to continue this match," and they agreed, continue the match, and
powerbomb game over.
Powerbomb
game over.
Yeah, well, that's how it finishes off. It was Gunther with the powerbomb, I believe, to finish off Gable. But I mean, there's some fantastic move sets, some great counters.
Well, Gable's good. Gable's good. I have nothing against Chad Gable. I think he's Kurt Angle 2.0 to me.
Yeah.
I mean, he does everything Kurt Angle does with the ankle lock, and he can go off all kinds of different things. But he wasn't beating Gunther. That wasn't going to happen.
Well, he also has that comedic side as well as what Kurt Angle had as parts of his career. I don't know if he'll ever get the push that Kurt Angle did, though.
Mm-hmm.
That remains to be seen.
I was going to say, Gunther doesn't have a match tomorrow night, does he?
Gunther. Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, that's right. Drew, that's right. You're right. Okay. My fault.
Well, it's all right, man.
I slipped. I forgot about Drew. But okay. Go ahead.
So Gunther ends up winning that match, but a great match overall. I think to me, I think that was probably the best match of the night.
Right.
Then it leads into this garbage segment here with Becky and Trish Stratus.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of this. It's getting old fast. It really is.
I have a really good feeling that it's coming to a conclusion here very soon. So
thank God.
Because I'm over it as well. And did you see this segment?
I did not see all of it. I saw pieces of it. The whole thing.
So they come out because Becky won last week against Zoe Stark.
Right.
She now has her match against Trish. And Trish comes out. She's like, no. She's like, I can't do that. She goes, I'll tell you when I'm ready to wrestle. She goes, I got my face in the mask. My nose is busted. I'll let you know. I'm old lady Trish, and my farts stink. Well, Adam Cole came out. He wasn't having none of it. He said, nope. He said, the match is starting right now. Get your butt down here. Referee, come on. Referee came down. Old lady Trish went down. And 3 seconds into the match, Zoe Stark interfered, and that was it. Becky was doing a hell of a job kicking both of their asses for a while. That was that was the man Becky out there, not the Becky that I feel like we've been seeing more recently. This was the man Becky. She was tossing both their asses around, like some pretty stiff kicks and punches and stuff like that before she got hit with a chair, and then backstage Huckleberries were able to break it up and stuff like that. So. But it's stale now. I think it's.
I'm over it. I'm just over this Becky Trish thing and Zoe Starks thing. I'm just over it. I'm working. Eileen back again.
Jet season is already over. They lost to the Browns in preseason football, the Hall of Fame game. So.
Oh, stop! That was all backups. Come on, babe. The backups played that game.
Mr. Fuji says Dave is really jumpy tonight.
I am. Oh, okay.
Mr. Fuji knows. Mr. Fuji, he's a Hall of Famer, and look at this guy here, Dorian Ryder. That's my older brother, Dorian. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Dor? What's going on, buddy?
Thanks for checking the show out.
We appreciate it.
I was watching on Game Changer. I guess they won one and they tied. I was watching some of the clips. So
okay.
Tell Dom to go out and kick ass tomorrow down there in Leesport. Thanks for checking the show out, buddy. Brother Dorian, it out. That's awesome. Brother
Dorian, thank you for checking in. We appreciate it.
He used to throw butter knives at me. I don't know if you know this or not, but anyway.
I had no idea on that one.
Brother stuff. We used to love it.
You got me on that one. I'm sure I'll hear that story another time, right?
Oh, lost and tied. I thought it said they won and tied. I don't know. I was watching clips.
Oh, lost and tied. Okay.
That's a bummer. I put it after they won, and damn. All right, so Monday Night Raw finishes up. You have a tag team match between Damian Priest, Dirty Dom, and Sami Zayn and Seth
freaking Rollins.
Of course, you had Finn Balor out there really distracting Seth Rollins. For a good portion, like the first, probably 10 minutes of the match was just all like chaos. It was everywhere. Mm-hmm. And
I saw the end. I did see the ending of the match. I saw where what do you call it? Seth got the best of Priest, I think it was.
Yeah. So fast forward to the end of the match. We'll just fast forward to the end here. Move things along. So Damian Priest just hit the Razor's Edge off the top rope. Well, I guess Seth was on the top rope. He hit the Razor's Edge.
He's good like that. He's been doing that for a while now.
He's a tall dude, and he wants to cash it in. He wants to cash in Money in the Bank.
Right.
Finn Balor's out there, and Finn's like,
well, didn't Finn gave him the case, didn't he?
well, Finn grabbed the case. Finn's looking at it, looking at Damian. Damian's waving it in, and Finn gets on the gets next to the side of the ring, and he's looking at it, and Damian's like, come on. And then Finn finally like, all right, and he gives it to Finn, or he gives it to Damian. Like, go. Well, then Damian gets kicked in the face, and actually got busted open a little bit there. There was some leakage from his forehead.
Okay. I did see that. Yes.
And he got the old curb stomp, and
right.
1, 2, 3. So it was Finn's hesitation to give him the Money in the Bank briefcase that kind of led to the ending of the match. That leads to Damian Priest not cashing the Money in the Bank in, which is, again, more cracks forming in the Judgment Day. So it's going to be interesting.
I was just going to say, which tells me there's a little trouble, more trouble in the Judgment Day.
I feel like it's going to be even more at SummerSlam. I feel like something really big is going to happen at SummerSlam now. I wasn't sure before, but I'm really feeling it now. I think it's going to lead to something much bigger with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And the eventual either split or reformation of Judgment Day.
Could be.
Like a realignment almost.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that happening. But if Seth were to lose tomorrow night, and Damian does happen to cash in, does Damian actually win the cash in? Is my question.
Well, and then
because there have been times where people have cashed in and haven't won.
Oh yeah, so, most of the time they do win it, but there has been a handful of times where they have not won it.
Right,
unsuccessful attempts at the cash in, and that's where I was saying earlier in the segment with Raw how the Judgment Day has so many enemies now throughout all of Monday Night Raw that you could see any one of those people throwing a wrench into a cash-in. You know what I mean? You're
laughing down there, big man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm freaking out here, man. I got something. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I have no idea.
What do you mean? I didn't see nothing.
I don't know. I'm just looking at you. I'm watching you. I'm like, you know something that I don't. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm just rocking back and forth. I don't know anything.
Okay.
So I forgot. Oh yeah. So they have so many different enemies. The Judgment Day that I could see somebody really throwing a big, hefty size wrench in the cash in, where either it costs Damian the cash in, or he has a easiest cash in ever, and somebody's going to come down and it's going to ruin it for him again. And because they've really pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow night, if we see Randy, where does Randy fit in? That's my question.
And I think if we see Randy, it's going to be more. Well, there's I think if we see Randy, I think it'd be more involved. I think more involved.
I mean, would it be more in Brock and Cody?
No, I don't think so. I just don't see that. But I was thinking more with Gunther.
With Gunther,
because his boys Matt Riddle, RK Bro. And
I don't think. I wasn't going there either. I'm trying to figure out. Like, I don't know.
I think if there is a Randy Orton sighting, I think he's gonna do something to Gunther where it helps Drew win the title, and I think it's gonna lead to either a Gunther Randy match or a three-way, fatal three-way, or whatever the hell they call it,
a triple threat.
Yeah, triple threat. I can never remember that. I don't know
why.
You go.
Right, I got you.
A triple threat match between Drew McIntyre, Randy, and Gunther. Gunther.
No, I don't know. I kind of see it the other way. I think somehow Randy gets involved with Cody and Brock.
Well, should we expect Randy tomorrow? Because you said you've seen articles, man.
I did. I saw 2 articles yet this morning that the one said that Randy was in Detroit. There was sightings of Randy being in Detroit, actually, which I thought was a good thing. Then the second thing I saw was Randy's not cleared to wrestle tomorrow night. So I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Again, that the whole cleared and wrestling part of it is different.
Right. I don't know.
To be involved.
I mean, spotted in Detroit. That's right there. It tells you he's going to be on the show.
Nobody else would want to be in Detroit unless they're there to work. So
that's my point. Exactly. But then, the other, like I said, the other one said, Randy definitely not clear to wrestle tomorrow night. So I don't know.
Adam Glenn says Finn is out. I don't know what that means, Adam. Do you mean he's
Finn is out?
He's out of Judgment Day. He's saying. I think he's saying he's out.
He's out of Judgment Day. Yeah, it's possibility.
I agree. I think if there's going to be something to happen, I believe it's Finn's going to be.
Finn will be the odd man out, if anybody.
Yeah, I believe that's.
I believe that.
That's what's going to happen. So that's our Raw recap for Monday Night Raw.
Before we go to SmackDown real quick, let's go back 2 weeks ago.
All right. I'll try.
Okay. Seth being in the middle of the ring, talking to Finn. Here comes Judgment Day. Like Seth telling Finn, they're going to screw you. It's going to happen. And then here comes Judgment Day. And all of a sudden you think Judgment Day is fine because they went all after, they kicked the crap out of Seth at the end of the night.
Yeah, they worked as a team.
Right. And then Monday night, Seth gets the best of them. So I don't know where this is going. I just don't. I can't figure it out.
Well, you bring up a pretty good point. Like where you have 1 week where they work like as a really good cohesive unit, the Judgment Day, where they look like these guys are on the same page, and that's scary. Right. And then there's weeks like this past Monday where Finn is hesitating, giving Damian the briefcase to cash his Money in the Bank game because Finn wants his redemption against Seth freaking Rollins. And he's kind of like, I don't know. And then he finally gives it to him. Well, that hesitation leads to a briefcase to the head and gets him busted open. So
right, I'm so confused on Judgment Day. I can't figure them out. I mean, 1 week they're together. I just don't know.
I feel like it's going to come to a head. It's going to come to a head. It's going to be Damian and Finn. Okay. And I agree with Adam Glenn. I feel like it's Damian that's going to be on the short side of it. Or not Damian, Finn Balor's going to be on the short side.
Yeah, but if Finn beats Seth, does Damian cash in?
I believe he does. Absolutely. I think Damian's cashing in, I think, no matter what.
No matter what?
Successful in it, that's another thing we said. I think if Seth were to win, Damian cashes in, I think Damian is unsuccessful. I think if Finn wins, Damian cashes in, Damian is successful. Because I feel like if Seth wins, he goes to cash in, one of those people that they pissed off is going to come down and help Seth out. And I feel like if Damian cashing on Finn, nobody's going to help because they want them to implode.
Right. And if you're watching the show tonight, we would love to hear your opinion on that because I mean, please quote in. I would love to hear what you guys think about what Damian's going to do. And two, will Finn beat Seth tomorrow night? If you have any idea and just let us know because we would love to know. Love to know what you think.
We got a couple comments here before. Mr. Fuji says, damn, security cameras are no match for Mr. Fuji. Ooh. Do you have security cameras?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you do. You don't know.
Okay.
Adam Glenn checking in says, Randy will be back and they need, I think it's RK Bro with Owens hurt. This is my out of the box prediction.
Okay.
Kevin KO is supposedly out hurt.
Yeah, KO's injured. Yeah, apparently.
I don't think it's serious. I think it's just kind of like take like a week or so, 2 weeks off, and kind of heal up or whatever.
Well, I did read something where I don't know if this is true or not, but they might go back to with KO and Sammy going at it again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there.
That's been done a million times, but
that's what I'm saying. We've seen that. We've seen that so many times.
They are fun to watch though when they get at it.
They're great when they go at it. But my point being is, I've been there, done that, seen that. I'm over that movie. But okay,
that's almost like a well, let's do this for a little bit until we figure out what we're going to do next.
But I really want to hear people's comments of what Finn's going to do and if Seth's going to win and will Damian cash in. If you have anything on that, please let us know because we would love to know here.
Yeah, that'll give us a great talking point. If you have opinions or thoughts on that whole situation with the, will Damian, like Cowboy Dave said, the showstopper said, will Damian cash in? What do you think is going to happen with it? What do you think is going to happen with Finn and Seth Rollins? And does he cash in no matter what, whether it's
right
or Seth? It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. It's going to be very interesting.
Please comment because I would love to hear people's comments on that. I really would.
All right, so we're going to do a couple sponsor reads before we hit the old
Okay.
The old Smackdown here. So we'll start off. Do you want to read Monkey Colt or do you want to read Jay Fine Law?
I'll do Jay Fine Law. Go ahead.
All right, I'll do Monkey Colt.
You got it.
Monkey Colt Coffee. Check them out at monkeycoltcoffee.com. They have fantastic coffee, bourbon chocolate chip infused, the old toasted coconut rum. Fantastic. I love me some toasted coconut rum. And a brand new flavor, Sumatran blend. I can't wait to try that. As soon as my toasted coconut rum's out, I'm going to order myself a bag of the Sumatran blend, give that the old whirl, the old taste test. You can check them out, like I said, monkeycoltcoffee.com. And they have T-shirts, coffee mugs. You've seen it if you've been watching the show. You noticed I've been drinking out of a black tumbler. That's my Monkey Colt Coffee tumbler I've been drinking out of. I love it. They keep the cold drinks cold, the hot drinks hot for a good amount of time, if I'm perfectly honest, which I am perfectly honest. And a cold brew pitcher to make your cold brew. Very easy to do. And a K-Cup adapter for those with K-Cup machines. That way you can use the grinds from the Monkey Colt Coffee in your K-Cup machine. And also they have a rum cake that they sell, a very good rum cake. I thought it was fantastic, and give that a try. So at monkeycoltcoffee.com, once you purchase your wares from monkeycoltcoffee.com, you make sure to use the promo code OOTB Sports at checkout. That promo code, once again, is OOTB Sports to get 10% off. And also, every purchase made, every bag of coffee bought, Monkey Colt Coffee donates a portion of the proceeds to the National Pediatric Cancer Foundation for cancer research and stuff like that. So you're not only getting yourself some sweet-ass coffee, but you're also helping some sick kids out, which is fantastic, doing your good deed and stuff like that. So be sure to check Monkey Colt Coffee out at monkeycoltcoffee.com. And you're up now, Cowboy Dave.
Hey, if you need an attorney, call Big Al at Jason Fine, a.k.a. Attorney Big Al. Call Jason Fine 24/7 directly at 267-962-4895. Or you can call Mako Spencer at 267-383-7324 for free consultation. We have 3 offices, one in Philadelphia, one in Cherry Hill, and one in Pittsburgh. So Philadelphia, you can call the number 267 heard that real quick. 888-2980, if I'm not mistaken on that. If you're in Cherry Hill, you can call 836-209-5258. And if you're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, like I said, you can call 412-365-8151. And if you need an attorney, call Big Al, Jason Fine at 1-800-HURT-123.
Real quick, the number for my Eco, it's hard to see. They are kind of small. It's 267-303-7324. And also the Cherry Hill number is 856-209-5258.
5258. My fault. I'm sorry on that. My fault.
Brother, they're hard to read. They are small.
Yeah, they were small. Yes. But like I said, if you call 1-800-JASON Fine, I'm sure he'll be there for you if you need him.
A couple comments before we hit into SmackDown. Adam Glenn said, Seth wins, no cash in. Very interesting.
So straight up, Seth wins, no cash in. Okay.
Maiko says Finn is going to lose due to Damian Priest cashing in. At Payback, Finn becomes the demon versus Priest. Bye-bye Judgment Day. So real quick before we get past that, I didn't know this. I'm in and out of wrestling over the years.
What the heck is this?
What the heck?
What is this? Yarnell House security alert. What is that?
Well, apparently.
Okay. Is he in this window? There he is. He's doing the podcast with Ken. Let me go to the basement.
Did a video play?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
you didn't see it?
Nope, it was totally blank.
Oh my Lord.
He's
knocking at my window.
so back to Maiko's comment here. It was the demon Finn Balor. I'm
sorry, but that was funny.
So the Demon Finn Balor is retired. I didn't know that he retired that character, that gimmick. That doesn't mean he can't come out of retirement. But I read that last night. It came up on my Google search for some reason, and I didn't know that. So that's something to take into consideration.
Finn is going to lose due to Priest crashes in. Okay, well, we'll see.
I'd love to see Finn the Demon, but as of right now, that gimmick is retired. So
yeah.
I think it says, what if Damian Priest cashes in on Dom instead? I'll tell you what. If he cashes in on Dom,
that North American Championship, what would he want that for?
Well, you cash in, I think, on any title.
Well, yeah, I get that, but why would he want that?
I don't know, but that would be curveball. That would be insane.
That would be the last title I want.
I could see, like I told you before, I said I feel like there's a love triangle coming up between Rhea, Damian, and Dom. Could you see Rhea's face? Where her man Dirty Dom is getting cashed in on by Damian Priest, and then she gives that look to Damian Priest of admiration, adulation, and the sparks will fly. I don't know. I like that storyline.
If that were to happen, that would really put a wrench into things. If that were to happen, I can't see that.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, it would be really interesting. It's.
Damian cashes in on Dom. Why? That makes no sense. I don't get it.
Why not? You say why?
I mean, you have a title. I get it, but why would I want the North American NXT Championship? For what reason?
To have it was it one? Okay, so real quick, let's take out the North American part of it, like the NXT title. Let's say a title. Besides Seth's title. But including Roman's titles, just take out Seth's title.
Okay.
So if Damian were to cash in on another title, and let's say Finn beats Seth, that makes the Judgment Day so much stronger because now they
now that you put it that way,
they'll have their titles. And to be 100% honest with you, I really want to see everybody in Judgment Day with a strap on around their waist. I really want to see that.
So Rhea with the women's title, North American title. I get it. I get it.
So I mean,
I'm sorry, I was totally off on that. I wasn't even thinking that.
So take the North American part out of it,
right?
And just throw in like the Intercontinental title or even Roman's title. That's something we haven't talked about. He can cash in on either one of those titles.
If he were to do that, I would be very that would be fun to watch.
If that pissant Jey Uso is able to somehow beat Roman, become the tribal chief and universal champion, he could conceivably
cash in on Jey. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So if Finn wins, you have your WWE champion, your universal champion, the women's champion, and the North American champion all in one faction. That'd be fantastic. I hope
Judgment Day would be rolling.
Once again, Eileen, fantastic.
Eileen, you know what? You got me on that one, but now that I think about it, it makes more sense. It does.
Damian Priest cash on Dom. I think it'd be hilarious. But Damian Priest cash on anybody else besides that match between Finn and
Seth Rollins
really makes things really interesting. So
yeah, it does.
Even here's another curveball. Dave.
Oh Lord, here we go.
So let's say Finn loses. Damian cashes in on Roman. Now, does that make Damian the leader of Judgment Day because he's the Universal Champion? Why would he take orders from Finn Balor? Finn Balor lost to Seth Rollins again.
Right.
So that could create even more friction. So
there's a lot of scenarios in SummerSlam tomorrow night. That's for sure.
That's a lot of fun. Eileen, great comment.
Eileen, great comment. Loved it. Uh-oh.
Mr. Fuji, come on, Ken. Fuji is dead and I'm back. Anything is possible. I'm here, Dave. I'm real. Ooh, I don't know.
What is he talking about?
I would sleep with one eye open in the
I threw you in a closet, Mr. Fuji. Get back in the closet where you belong.
Mr. Fuji's out of the closet.
I can see that. Yeah, I keep hearing my door knock. I don't know.
Oh my God. That's
I'm freaking out here. Let's get to SmackDown. Let's get this.
moving on to the blue brand here, brother.
Yeah, my favorite.
All right, so SmackDown tonight. Again, a pretty good show. It's a what do they call the go home show before the pay-per-view and
The
stuff.
go home show. Yep. Mm.
So you have a lot of storytelling, vignettes. You have a lot of trailers and stuff like that to kind of explain the matches, why they're there, what's happening, all that good stuff. There's actually some really good promos / trailers that they had, like the
tonight was great. My man got his win tonight. I was excited. Made me happy.
LA
Yeah.
Knight. In a straight up one-on-one match, Sheamus is kicking his ass. I'll tell you real quick. That botch there in the corner, I don't know.
There was a few botches tonight in that match, if you think about it.
Well, there was, but that was the one that stood out the most because Sheamus, pulls his ass up, his white ass up onto that turnbuckle, and he's sitting there huffing and puffing. And you're like, is there something wrong with him? Like, is he having a heart attack there in the corner?
Right.
And then LA Knight's coming over to do his jump onto the top rope, which he does, normally fantastic.
Right.
But he slips. Well, then he tries to get back up there anyway, and it's still not steady. It's still not sturdy. And then Sheamus ends up falling, and he ends up falling. That could have been really, really bad.
It was a scary moment. It really was. I have to agree with that. I didn't know what was going on with that because I thought LA Knight was going to do his thing, and they ended up falling off the top rope together. And you were like, "Oh, that was definitely a botch. Something wasn't right there."
Well, and like they said, so Sheamus pulled himself up on the ropes. He was down, and he does his little flip up onto the top rope. His ass is all sweaty and stuff like that. So I wonder, with him pulling himself up, his whole body rubs those top ropes. Now there's Sheamus juice all over the top of it. So
well, let's just say LA Knight took the Sheamus what do you want to call it? Slam, whatever you want to call it, off his shoulders. He took that pretty well. He did.
He took a couple white noise. The one on the edge of the ring was nuts, man. And that's right at the beginning of the match.
Yep.
But like you said, there's a couple botches, but like having everybody, all those contestants come down that are going to be in that battle royal, led to some nice chaos and stuff like that. Kind of gives the viewers and the fans a look at, okay, some of these guys are going to be in the match. I like the way LA Knight opened it up by talking about some of the guys, talking about Miz. And
when he said Miz in the corner, that was great. That was great. Yeah.
So I thought that was done really well.
There's some good participants in this match.
Yeah.
Like really good wrestlers in this match. Usually something like that, they don't put like great, performers in this, but there's some pretty good ones in this one that I saw earlier. But no, I'm happy with it because that's good. That's what people want to see.
How many people are going to be in that match?
I think it was 8, if I'm not mistaken.
There was only 8 there, but I thought I heard 25 a couple times, but like they only showed 8 people.
That could be. But the 8 they showed were pretty decent wrestlers.
Yeah. So I'm still not 100% sure how many people are in a match. Like I said, I thought they said 25, but I could be.
That could start off the show. Seriously, that could be.
It could, and it's something.
Sometimes a battle royal like that, they'll get it out of the way real quick.
Like I don't like. So here's my thoughts on kicking off SummerSlam. It could either be, I think, either the battle royal, or I think it'd be the Jake Paul and
Paul London,
and Ricochet.
Ricochet, that's a possibility too. If I had to guess, I'm not much on first matches, but I would think it would be the battle royal. That would just be.
I agree with you. But I can see one of those. But the WWE in the past, they've led the show's pay-per-views off with a world title match.
That's true too. They will get the crowd pumped up early. I
can't see Seth Rollins and because the Bloodline's going to come on last. Because that whole feud.
That's a given. Sure.
That's the main event. I just cannot see, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor starting the show off. I can't see it.
But think about it. If you did that, the crowd would be really into it.
Yeah, they'd be really hot. But I don't know. But I don't see them. I don't see Seth and Finn, and then the Bloodline match right after that. I think it's going to go Seth, Finn, the ladies match, then Bloodline to finish, like the triple threat women's title match.
I can see that.
Well,
I can definitely see that either way. But if I had to guess, is there a pre-match show by any chance? Do we know?
I have no idea.
Okay, because sometimes that pre-match could be that battle royal too.
Yeah. No, you're right. It could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just saying that they've done that before too. So
the whole LA Knight, Sheamus, those contestants out there, and that the battle royal leads to the Brawling Brutes, Butch and
Rich Holland.
Rich Holland versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
The OC, baby.
OC. Leads to a match from those guys. Then we got a big surprise there. The Street Profits came out all dressed up.
Yeah, I saw that. Crazy.
The crowd was going nuts for it. I thought that was fantastic.
Did they turn heel? Is that a heel thing?
No, the crowd. Well, it might have supposed to be, I guess, but the crowd was going nuts. The crowd loved it. They were cheering.
I thought it was a heel thing.
It was. That's what I thought as well. But the crowd was cheering them. And then when Bobby Lashley came out with them, the people are chanting Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. So I don't know what it's going to be. I really like it though. I like the way the Street Profits.
I like the way they did it, but A, they were in suits. We never see them in suits before.
Yeah.
Two, the first thing that came to my mind was like, they're turning heel. You know.
That's exactly what I thought. But I was going nuts for it.
But my third, then when Bobby came out, I'm thinking, okay, this is definitely what Bobby did with MVP, you know, and I'm thinking this is a spinoff. So I don't know. I mean, you tell me. I wasn't sure how that was going to work out, but I think the crowd didn't realize they were. I really think it was a heel turn, but I don't think the crowd realized it.
And I agree with you. Then they were chanting Bobby, Bobby for Bobby.
I don't. Maybe Triple H did it back thinking this wasn't supposed to be. You know,
there's ways around it. They could have the Street Profits attack a fan favorite and just go from there. That'll turn them into real quick.
Good point.
Eileen says this is like Dexter Loomis versus The Miz when Loomis would show up at Miz's house. That Loomis dude was a nut.
Oh God. It's like Triple H going to Randy's or Triple H going to Randy's door. Same thing.
Yeah. Yep. That's going way back. And Eileen also said Street Profits turn heel was fire. So I think that's.
Eileen, I got to be honest. I'm glad you're watching the show, and I really appreciate you watching. I think it's great because it's definitely a turn for the Street Profits because we've seen the same. Don't get me wrong. I like the Street Profits. I really do as a tag team. I'm a big fan. But them turning heel, I like. If this is a heel turn. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but if it is, it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing.
I think it's supposed to be a heel turn because they're in suits and it just has the feel of a heel turn. But like I said, moving forward, if it's going to be a true blue heel turn, they'll attack somebody that's a fan favorite and they'll get that going.
Well, I think the crowd was a little confused on that. Honestly, I really do.
We had your boy Austin Theory and a Cameron Grimes match.
Yeah. We interfered in that match, didn't we?
I don't think so. I don't remember seeing any interference. I did have to get up 18 times to get my boy Milk. He's gonna have bones of made of steel. That lad, Jesus.
I thought I saw somebody interfere in the match in the end.
I remember Theory won, and that's all.
I know Theory won, but somebody came and interfered too. I don't remember who that was.
I couldn't tell you if there was or not. I don't think there was. I don't.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Okay.
So then you had after that match you had that goofy ass Grayson Waller effect.
Your boy Grayson Waller effect.
I'll tell you what.
This was good though. This was a good effect. This was really good.
I thought it was funny. I did get a kick out of it when he launched the fake laugh from Shotzi on Bailey. Bailey's freaking out and he's there laughing at her and stuff like that. He's just messing with her. I thought that was kind of funny. And then when Shotzi really did like the music hit, Bailey's like, "Oh, fool me once." And,
well, yeah, right. That was kind of like a Shawn Michaels Bret Hart thing.
And then you had Shotzi in the ring with Bailey. All bald and beautiful and all tatted up and stuff like that. The only thing I didn't like about it, I like the clippers out. I loved it. I love the look. She's supposed to look insane, so she's looking insane. and
with the clippers and everything.
Yeah. But the whole laughing the whole time. I'm like, it's kind of corny. The whole time she's running around.
Right.
It sounds so fake. It sounds so made up. It's too over the top with the laughing.
Right.
I get what they're going for with it. She's insane. She's gone nuts. She snapped, but
she definitely snapped.
Like she almost had like a Joker kind of look like she had like red, lipstick smeared and stuff like that, or something going on there. Mm-hmm. But I dig it. So that leads to her chasing Bailey around with clippers, and that leads to who's in Shotzi's tank. It was Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
Who's Io Sky's opponent for the match, and I believe Zelina Vega ended up coming out on top on in this match because Io Sky was distracted again. Yes. Bailey lost Io Sky another match because out of the top of the ramp, you have Shotzi, you have Bailey stumbling out, and there's Shotzi with the clippers. I thought she was going to get her this time for real.
Well, Vega hit the powerbomb on her, didn't she? One more time.
What did you say? I missed it.
I said Vega hit the powerbomb on her.
Bailey. Bailey. I'm talking about.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, but I was talking at the end of the match. But go ahead.
So Bailey was able to fight off Shotzi's attempted haircuts. And
right. She ran out of the ring. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. Io Sky, who's on the top rope. Yeah, and then you had Zelina Vega come over. And was it a power bomb? She did something off of the top rope. I don't remember if it was a power bomb or not.
I think it was a power bomb. Yeah, it was code red for the win.
Yeah, it ended it for Io Sky, and that's another match that Bailey has cost Io Sky. And you could tell Io Sky's over it; she's sick of it. So we're looking at the end of Damage Control as well. So
yeah, it looks like Damage Control is starting to fizz out a little bit. I don't know. Someone's telling me Io's going to cash in tomorrow, though. I think she will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising. Mr. Fuji said, damn, don't people believe in leaving lights on upstairs anymore? Are your lights off upstairs, Dave?
Yeah, they are actually. They are. Yeah. Well, the stove lamp over the stove is on, rather than that.
Was on, you mean was on.
Oh, so it's the last time I checked, it was on.
All you're going to see are the whites of Mr. Fuji's eyes. That's it.
Mr. Fuji, you better go back in that closet, brother.
Maiko, there's Maiko. I guess Fuji let him out of the closet. Yes. Shotzi is looking corny now. I like the look.
You like that look? Oh.
For the storyline, I do, yes.
Okay.
Getting her hair cut off and stuff like that.
It's going to take her a while to grow that back.
So she's so she's supposed to look insane. She's supposed to look nuts. I wouldn't go corny, but I could see how it would look corny. Like I said, I thought the laughing was so over the top that was corny. Mm-hmm. But you can see how that does become corny. And we have Eileen correcting me and agreeing with you. I forgot Santos Escobar did come in after Theory match to attack him.
I thought I saw somebody in there. I wasn't sure who it was.
Beginning of the show, Santos Escobar was one of the people down at ringside to watch the Sheamus match, and he was attacked by Austin Theory from behind.
Yes.
So I forgot all about that. Thank you, Eileen.
Escobar came in. I thought I saw something.
Fantastic. Eileen also wants to know our thoughts on Shotzi's new look, which we just talked about.
I don't care for it so much, but Ken kind of does. So
I dig it. So it's I'm not going to get into.
Kind of scares me a little bit, to be honest with you, Eileen.
I dig it. Eileen says, I like the hair in a sense, but the outfit with all the tattoos. I love the tattoos.
Not my style. It's cool.
And then there's I just went back to rewind since I had it on DVR. Oh, okay.
Okay. Remember, she DVR'd it.
You cheated.
Hey, sometimes, it's not cheating unless you get caught. You know that.
She's like our backstage producer. Our content.
Eileen's our third. She should be the third person on the show. I mean, my gosh.
She's our fact checker, our content fact checker. Content fact checker.
Keeps us on our toes. That's for sure.
I love it. She's always helping me out on the back cave and the Vegas sports scene and stuff like that.
Oh, Mako, he must be free from that guy. I don't know.
Thoughts? Bailey getting shaved. Shit, I had that Sinead O'Connor look. R.I.P. Sinead. Oh yeah, Shotzi.
Yeah, that's definitely was a Sinead O'Connor look.
No doubt. That Sinead O'Connor look. Recently O'Connor
kind of like Demi Moore, if anybody.
Yeah. Even Demi Moore from G.I. Jane and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that this is one of the, I've talked about this past episodes. This is one of the reasons why I like the storyline so much with the whole shaved head thing. Is I love hair matches because that's a lot to lose sometimes, especially for women.
So I'm sure you loved when Trump did Vince's head and shaved that, right?
So all right, let's do an old school talk here real quick. Did you think for 1 second that Trump was going to get his head shaved?
No.
Now, did you think that McMahon was actually going to go through with his head being shaved?
I did.
I'm like,
Vince will do that, but that's Vince.
And absolutely, you're 100% right. That is Vince. Anything for the business. He'll do anything, he asks his wrestlers to do. So,
well, how about when Piper shaved Adrian Adonis' head?
Yeah. Well, and how many times did Brutus Beefcake shave people's heads? Job.
Yeah, the barbershop. Yep. Mm-hmm. Scary Sherry.
So I love that stuff, and I'd love to see Bailey get her head shaved. I just don't see it happening.
No, I don't want to see. No.
I love Bailey. I think she's fantastic.
Bailey is fantastic. Bailey is great.
That's commitment there, man. That's
no doubt.
That's going into the front office and listen. If I get my head shaved, I want an extra $200,000.
You better pay me for doing it. That's for sure. No, I don't know.
Eileen says that, and also I wasn't 100% watching it live. Yeah, I was in and out as well. Like I said, I was the boy kept wanting milk. I was up walking around and stuff like that as well.
Well, here's my question, and if you're watching the show, we really appreciate you commenting and watching. Will Bailey ever go back to being Hugger again? Is my question.
I don't think she'll ever go back to the Hugger Bailey. I can see her going back to face eventually. She is a very good heel.
Yes.
But I can see her going back to being a good guy or good girl eventually. But I don't think it's ever going to go back to the extent of the bubblegum Bailey, like the Hugger and the whole wacky arms inflatable tube guy.
I kind of missed the Bailey buddies, to be honest with you. I really do. But it's fine. Eileen has a comment.
Wait, Maiko, did you watch your girlfriend Liv and other female stars versus the men on Celebrity Family Feud? Oh, I didn't know they were on Celebrity Family.
It's funny. I saw something this afternoon about. I think it was. I want to say it was the man, Becky
Lynch.
She did a promo for Family Feud. They said they were on the show. I don't know the whole thing. She goes, "I'm the man, I'm the leader," or something like that. So I guess that's what she's talking about. I don't know.
That's a bummer. I wish I would have seen it. I could probably go back and find it somewhere.
Yeah, it's she's like, yeah, they did a huge thing. I'm on Family Feud. I'm the head, the head person or something.
Yeah. So Maiko he's a big Family Feud fan, so he did see it.
There you go.
It's an episode. Eileen says this past Sunday was funny.
Okay. We'll check it out.
I love Family Feud too. I like watching.
I do. I love Steve Harvey. He's the best.
So, all right.
Oh, not again.
Turn around. Oh, security alert for.
Oh, I know.
Man,
this has to be the right room. This has to be the right room. There he is. He doesn't even see me. Dave, I'll be back. I hope you have rice, because I'm going to make some rice. And then I'm coming back to get you, Dave.
Oh, my.
You back, man?
I'm still here.
He's gonna make rice. He's gonna get that shit all stuck to the bottom of your pan. He's like, aha, Dave got you back, showstopper. New cookware for you.
Sweet chin music coming your way, Mr. Fuji.
That's fantastic. I love it.
That's great. Oh my god. Where does he get this stuff?
So to finish SmackDown off,
I'm turning around because I'm like, oh god, freak me out here.
So to finish SmackDown off, we had Jay Uso versus Solo Sikoa.
Did you actually see that?
See the match?
No, that what he just did.
I did see the video. Because
you said he didn't see the first one, so I was wondering if you saw the second one.
I did see the second one. The first one was just a blank screen. It said video will not or was not supported or something like that or whatever. I don't know, or would not load. That's what I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on now. Like, are we still going to be on, or I don't know.
Oh god.
So it was Jay versus Solo. Not a bad match.
Great match. It was good.
It was what you expected. How
many super kicks is Solo going to take from Jay? Seriously, hey, my God.
Yeah, well, how many Samoan drops is Jay going to take from Solo?
Right, exactly. No, those two are good together. They do good. They do well. Where is Jimmy? Is he coming back anytime soon? That's what I'm waiting for.
You know Jimmy is coming back very soon, and it's going to be
tomorrow night.
It's going to cost Jay the championship, and we have the Uso versus Uso feud.
Oh, God.
That's what's going to happen. Nobody's expecting it except for the Bat Fry.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Batman. I hear you, but I don't know.
Adam Glett says, Ken Nerds, a DVR kid asks for milk pause SmackDown. All right, hang on. Ken needs a DVR. Okay, Ken needs a DVR.
Need a DVR for milk pause.
For milk pause. I do have a DVR, Adam, actually. I usually don't pause it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I actually start the show like a half hour late so I can fast forward through the commercials. But I wasn't, the boy come over and I actually gave him an elbow to the face the one time because I was laying there watching SmackDown. He came up and hit me right in the ribs. He poked me in the ribs. Dad, I want milk. I go, what? And I like right in the face. Oh, he's there like this. I'm like, oh, hang on there, fella. I'll get you some milk.
We kind of forgot something here. Let's step back a little bit. Let's go back one step here tonight.
All right.
That Paul Heyman promo.
Oh yes. That was probably like, halfway through the show.
Halfway through the show.
The Paul Heyman promo. Well, actually, there was a vignette. Was that Monday Night Raw or was that SmackDown? I don't know. Where they talked about the importance of the tribal neckwear.
I think that was. I want to say Raw. I think that was Raw.
They call it Luftwaffe or something. I don't know what the hell it was.
That's
actually a German fighter plane, but there's something Simone language they were talking about, and so they're talking about the importance of that and how it's selected and what tribal combat means or whatever. And so then you had the Paul Heyman promo, and I think Jay was out there first. Oh no, was it Paul? Paul was out there first.
Paul came out first. Jay came out second. Then it was kind of like Paul was saying something, and Jay was trying to convince Solo he's using you.
Yeah.
Why do you keep going with it? And Solo thought about it for a second, and he was like, "Yeah, maybe." And then Paul turned around like, "Uh-oh, like I'm in trouble." And then all of a sudden, you saw Jay come in and super kick Solo out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and
another super kick for Solo.
Another super kick for Solo, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that segment. Actually, I didn't write it down or anything. To go back to what you asked earlier. Rated R Superstar is back in 2 weeks in Toronto per SmackDown.
Yeah,
he retired.
I don't think it has anything to do with Judgment Day, though. All I know is, Eileen, if you go back, I don't know, maybe a month or two, maybe a little more than that, he said, I will end Judgment Day. Now, haven't seen it. Still waiting for it. I don't know.
That'd be a perfect send-off for him. To be honest, if he's going to retire in Toronto in 2 weeks, which is stuff I've been reading or hearing as well, for him to end Judgment Day coming up, at SummerSlam, and then the final crescendo there in 2 weeks in Toronto with him in the Judgment Day, and
I would love if he's going to end it tomorrow night. I would love that. I would love that. I am an Edge head. I love Edge. I am big on Edge.
Adam Glenn says Jimmy caused Jay to lose tomorrow. I agree, Adam.
Causes Jay to lose tomorrow. Yeah, I can see that.
All right. So before we get into our SummerSlam predictions here,
yes,
I'm going to do one more.
Jay with the big win tonight over Solo, which was great. I was happy to see that.
Yeah, it got really physical at the end there.
Jay was slamming with those chairs, man. Jay was having them.
Well, like I said, when we were little, my brother Dorian, who was checked into the show earlier,
right,
threw butter knives at me. It's the same thing as Jey Uso hitting Solo Sikoa in the back with a steel chair. So it's the same thing.
Crazy.
So we have
okay.
Dugout Mugs, brand new sponsor here, Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Dugout Mugs, check them out at dugoutmugs.com. If you've watched any of my shows, whether it be Batcave, Vegas Sports Scene, or even the Atomic Drop podcast, 9 times out of 10, I have a dugout mug I'm drinking out of. Tonight, I do not. I do have one here sitting next to me, and I have them on the shelves behind me. I love dugout mugs. I think they're the coolest gift. Nobody ever gifted me one. I've bought my own, but they're fantastic gifts. You can get them personalized. They have all your major league teams. They have different styles, different stains on the mugs themselves. Some are painted, some are plain. They have some that are autographed. I have an autographed Mike Piazza one where the autograph is etched into the side of the mug. And there's mugs that are shaped like wine glasses. They have mugs that are called shortstops, which are a little bit smaller than a regular normal dugout mug. They also have knob shots, which I have as looks like the handle of a baseball bat. It's actually a shot glass. So I have my New York Mets one like that. They also have coasters that they sell, baseballs that are cut in half as bottle openers. They have a whole slew of crap on their website, dugoutmugs.com. So be sure to check them out and use the promo code OOTBSports20 for 20% off at checkout. Once again, that promo code for dugoutmugs.com is OOTBSports20. And make sure you tell them the Bat Fry and Cowboy Dave sent you.
Love it. Love it.
So real quick, here's the dugout mug I have sitting next to me right now is my aluminum
bat. When did you get that?
Dugoutmugs.com, brother.
I said, when did you get it? I asked you where you got it.
I got this probably a year and a half ago.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, I've had this for quite a while. And I love it. I love the aluminum one. I love the wooden ones. I have a whole bunch of the wooden ones back here. You can see the wooden ones.
How many do you have?
I have 5 wooden ones, the aluminum one, the knob shot.
Wow.
I want to get another wooden one with a different stain.
I want to get one. I gotta get one. I gotta get one.
You have to, and you make sure you use that code. Use that promo code.
I definitely will. I don't see why I wouldn't.
So I can't wait to use the code and get my the stained one with the paint and stuff like that because I've been waiting.
Right.
So fantastic. I'm super excited. I love dugout mugs. I'm so excited.
I can see that.
I messaged them actually a while ago, going back probably 7, 8, 9 months ago, and finally we're able to roll them through. So that's awesome. So we'll go into the comments real quick before we hit SummerSlam here.
Okay.
Mr. Fuji.
No.
I got to put it up there first. I always forget. I'll tell you, some people don't believe in soy sauce. I can't. I have no energy tonight, Dave. I challenge you to a match at SummerSlam. Do you accept, Dave?
Yeah, why not? I'm in.
Oh, you hear it here first, folks.
I'm in.
Mr. Fuji. Showstopper.
Bring your cane, Mr. Fuji. I'm coming after you, brother. Wow. The showstopper.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Here on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, the Atomic Drop podcast co-host.
Yes, sir.
The showstopper Cowboy Dave Yarnell versus superfan Mr. Fuji 2.0.
Ain't nobody crazy enough to do this gig except for the showstopper.
Adam Glenn says, I'll buy a Mets one that says 86 and forever. Go ahead and make sure you use that promo code OOTB Sports 20, brother.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The 86 Mets.
Eileen says they are really cool. They are really cool. I think they're fantastic. And we have Jacko Robertson. Hey, thank you for checking it out, buddy. Thanks for checking
Jacko, hi. How are you? Thank you for chiming in.
Thank you for commenting. Hello, Jacko. Thanks for checking it out.
Jacko, what's up, buddy?
So moving on to SummerSlam here. Let me get the old
SummerSlam.
Or do you remember that time they called it Summerfest?
Actually, Sean did.
What was that, Sean? Or no? I thought
Sean.
They had the celebrity guest hosts.
No, I remember Sean. What they did when Triple H went into that cafe or cafeteria thing.
Yeah.
And Sean, he was SummerSlam, Summerfest, whatever.
I think they called it Summerfest, making fun of that celebrity host. I'm telling you, I have to go back and find it. But it was a celebrity because they used to every week they had a celebrity GM.
Okay.
One of the celebrity GMs that call it Summerfest, and I can't remember. I don't feel like it was Hugh Jackman. I don't think it was him, but it was around somewhere around that time.
Okay.
Right. So first match. This very well could be the opener as well. We're not sure of the order, but I'm gonna.
Yeah. Did they actually say the order? I didn't hear anything.
Off of what?
I said, did they actually say the order? Because I haven't heard anything.
No, I've not heard the order at all.
Okay.
I like being surprised as well, so I don't want to hear the.
Yeah, I do. I love surprises. That's what makes it. That's what makes it more fun.
Yeah, I like seeing how they line the shows up. And I don't like finding dirt sheets and seeing who's going to win, or like my Google will say like, oh, so and so's out injured. Like I don't want to know that. I want to be
right.
Like, oh, I want to believe that they got injured in the ring. I want to believe that they tore a quad while chasing after their dog when they were home for a week or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
So Shayna versus Ronda. You, myself, and Underdog all picked Shayna.
Yes.
So the lead up to this match has been really, really good. Really great, really good promos by actually both women. And usually that's not their strong.
It's actually MMA rules too.
Which I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm into. I think I pretty much anything goes.
Is this going to be a legit MMA fight? That's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I mean, so this is going to be a legit match. So when I say this, a legit MMA fight, the outcome is not predetermined.
No.
So that's what I wonder. That's really interesting to me. If that is the actual stipulations, or if this is the outcome is still predetermined, and they're just sparring with each other, and then eventually the referee says, "All right, go home," and then they switch it up, and that's how Shayna goes over. I don't know. So this whole MMA rules, it really has me has really piqued my interest.
And we both have Shane on this match, correct?
Yep. Me, you, and Underdog as well.
Underdog. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think Shane. Well, we were saying, Jacko. Hello, Jacko.
The Rock returned to SummerSlam. Very interesting that you bring that up. Do you think, Cowboy Dave, that The Rock returns at SummerSlam?
I'll leave it at this. I've seen a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Things that a lot of Rock moves during the last couple of SmackDowns and Raws.
Yeah.
The people's elbow, the spit, what Jay did tonight with the when he spit his hand and he gave a smack. So I'm seeing what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here, big man.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm looking for. A lot of things that could be a Rock performance or a Rock surprise tomorrow night. To answer your question, Jacko, I think he does. I agree.
I do believe we see The Rock. Is it The Rock after the match to go out there and kind of like talk to the family and say, "All right, I know this is done, guys. Now, you're the tribal chief. Let's be done with this and come back together as the bloodline." Is it something like that to simmer down the family, or is it The Rock out there to crown the new tribal?
I think Rock actually, if Rock were to appear tomorrow night, my opinion would be I think Rock gives a rock bottom to Mr. Tribal Chief himself to help Jay out. That's what I'm thinking.
That very well could be the case to even things out because Solo's going to be there, and so
because let's go back to the Royal Rumble. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, when Rock came out to the Wells Fargo Center, if I'm not mistaken, in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And he came out and helped out Roman win at the Rumble, if I'm not mistaken. And the crowd wasn't too happy with that. So I'm thinking, right. Well, I'm thinking this is going to be a turn where Rock bottoms our tribal chief, and then things start to roll. So that's just my opinion on that.
All right, it's gonna be interesting to see. I
can see Rock doing it to Roman. I really can.
Yeah, absolutely, I can as well. Jocko also says, "Happy my friend The Rock returned to SummerSlam," and he also says, "The Rock is my friend."
The Rock is my friend.
Well, go ahead. Tell The Rock to come on our show.
If you know The Rock, so I met The Rock once, but that was a long, long, long time ago.
Doing a great wrestling podcast here on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment called the Atomic Drop Podcast. Say, Rock, come on.
We would love to have The Rock on the Atomic Drop Podcast. You kidding me?
So Adam Glenn says his pick is Shayna.
Adam picked Shayna. Okay.
Maiko says Ronda says bye-bye and rolls to UFC. I believe it's a win by knockout or submission.
Possibility.
For who, though, Maiko? Is that going to be for Shayna?
Knockout. I think Shayna knocks out Ronda is what he's saying.
Okay.
I can see that.
Eileen says, I don't know why everything's lagging on my computer here. It's driving me. It's really angering me.
Mr. Fuji coming after you.
She's working on her DraftKings free pool for Reigns versus Jay. One question is, how many tribal elders will appear as part of the match? Which is and you know what? And that's what I thought. With this being a family feud, when they were showing that vignette, that video package that they put together for this match, they showed Alpha, Sika. I guess they had like AI renditions of each.
Actually, I saw what's her name too. Oh, come on, help me out. She injures everybody when she wrestles. Everybody.
Tamina Snuka?
Tamina, yes. Tamina, yes.
Was that Tamina? No, not Tamina. What the hell was her name? It wasn't Tamina. I could picture her in my head too. She was a bigger lady. She wore all the
big girl. Yeah.
Eileen says it right here. Eileen, you're the best. I'm telling you what, man.
Nia Jax, yes. Nia, yes.
Thank
you, Eileen. Eileen, you're all over it tonight.
The woman's a rock star.
Nia, yes. Nia Jax.
So they've had AI renditions of a lot of the different elders as well. Like there's The Rock and stuff like that. I remember seeing, and so I do think that you're going to see some of these people there.
That's a possibility. Anything's possible. I just see rock bottom.
And is that like a crowning of a new tribal chief? And is that why they're there, or is that bring the family back together again? I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Jay keeps saying he's a new tribal chief, so we'll see what happens.
Let me check the comments here real quick for this match, and we'll move on.
Okay.
Okay. I don't see any other comments for this match. So we'll move on from this match real quick.
So we both have Shayna.
Yep. Well, all three of us have Shayna. So now we'll go to Ricochet and
Logan Paul.
Or is it Jake or Logan?
It's Logan.
Is it? Okay. I don't know. I get them mixed up all the time.
It's Logan.
It's Paul.
Logan
That's
Paul.
It's
Logan Paul.
Chris
it's
Paul.
Logan Paul versus Ricochet. Yeah.
Chris Paul, the basketball player, ain't it? No.
Chris Paul's the best. Yeah, he plays for. He's with the Phoenix. Well, he was with the Phoenix Suns.
I thought he was with the LA Clip. I don't know. Know.
He might be a Clipper now, but he was the Sun. I think he got traded. That's correct. Yeah, he was traded. Yeah, you're right.
So all three of us select Logan Paul.
I think Logan Paul pulls this off. I love her. You know me. I love me some Ricochet.
Absolutely.
Ricochet is the man, but Logan Paul's too much of a big name. I can't see Ricochet winning this match as much as I would like to see it, but I'm not.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like Logan Paul goes over. I think it's going to be a fantastic match.
I do too.
I too would like to see Ricochet get the win and get a little bit of a rub or a push or something like that. It's just not going to happen.
I guess I'm big on Ricochet. You know that. I mean,
absolutely. Yep.
High flying. Love to watch him. He's exciting, but I can't see Triple H letting Logan Paul lose. I just don't see it.
I agree. So we'll move on. Well, let me see if there's any comments for thoughts on this. Eileen thinks Chris Paul's going to win.
Chris Paul could win. Who knows?
No, I was just joking. I knew his name wasn't Chris Paul.
Chris Paul gets injured too much, so I don't think he would survive in that ring. Warriors?
Maiko says with the Warriors he plays. I have no idea.
Warriors. Oh, what?
Adam Glenn says
Rock doesn't return.
Rock does not return.
Okay.
Jocko says, okay, tell The Rock your show. Attaboy.
Thank you, Jocko.
And we got another Mr. Fuji comment here. Dave, my Uber is here. I took your charger. That's pretty messed up. And Mountain Dew from the fridge. Do you have Mountain Dew in your fridge?
I do.
It's Dave. This is nuts. And he goes, and I also took your XX small varsity jacket, just like Maxine Dupree's lost.
Oh, God. You want my Ridley jacket? You can have it. I don't care.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I don't know if I still have that jacket or not, to be honest with you.
So, yeah, let me get caught
Mr.
up
Fuji.
here. Mr. Fuji. Jocko says The Rock gives Roman Reigns rock bottom and the people's elbow SummerSlam. He's calling it. Jocko's calling it.
Jocko's calling it.
And also, Maiko says, wasn't Tamina. So I don't know about Tamina. I don't know if she was Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. I don't know if he was part of that whole family or not.
I don't think he was, to be honest with you.
So I'm not sure either.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I've heard that one a bunch. Jocko says next year Batista versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2024. I don't know if Batista ever comes back.
I can't see Batista coming back on that. He might.
He's like 150% done with wrestling just because he doesn't want to put his body through it anymore.
Yeah, I can't see Batista coming back on that.
But the one thing we've learned from professional wrestling is what, Dave? You never say never.
This is true. You know who I saw the other night? Blew my mind. It blew my mind. And you know me, I don't watch AEW, but when I saw the other night, I was like, "Are you?" And yes, you know where I'm going with this. I could not believe I couldn't even watch it. I couldn't even watch. It was so bad. I'm sorry.
I seen a clip of it. That's all I say.
Oh my! He came out in this RVD suit, and I was like, "Dude, what are you doing? Stay retired."
He had jogging pants and a t-shirt, like a long tank top.
No, he had the whole RVD.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, man, if this is real, get me out of here. I couldn't take it. I said, I don't want to remember RVD looking like that. I would remember my RVD looking like ECW RVD.
Yeah,
WWE
RVD was pretty good.
Yeah, that too. No. All
right, so
I don't even looking at just thinking about it makes me like, ugh.
Well, my first thought was Big Evan, Evan Lauro. He's a big RVD fan.
He's a big RVD fan. Yes, he is.
Yes. If you've seen that or not, but I forgot all about it.
Yes, big RVD fan. Yes.
So we have the Ring General, Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Underdog goes with Drew McIntyre, as well as myself. And Cowboy Dave, you're with Gunther.
I'm going to stick with Gunther. I'll tell you why. Because they love Gunther. They do. And he's been champ how long now? Almost 2 years? Has that been?
A long time.
Yeah, a long time. I love Drew too. I mean, I know I like Drew now. I didn't care for when Drew was champ when we were in the COVID days. I wasn't too fond of that. I liked Drew back when he was with 3-Man Band. I was big on that. But do I like Drew? I do. I respect Drew because his loyalty to WWE is very big, and they love him. Like they just gave him a huge contract and everything, which is kind of cool, you know. But nah, I'm not seeing it. I think Gunther wins. I just do.
So I'm with you with the Drew part. I really like Drew. The reason I like Drew is because he started off as the chosen one. It didn't work for him. Then the 3-Man Band was supposed to be like a kind of like just go do that or whatever.
Yeah.
They made all three of those guys: Jinder, Mahal, Drew McIntyre, and the Wendy's actor.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Why does his name escape me every time?
I can't think of it either. Eileen will tell us.
Yeah, Eileen will know. She's still watching.
I just see his face in a poster for an upcoming indie match. Actually, I just see his face. I can picture him. I just can't think of his name right now.
I see his face. I just can't think of his name. Right
but so Drew, he ends up getting cut by WWE, or his contract runs out and not picked back up again. He goes out and he busts his ass on the indie scene. Retransforms his whole body. You know, he got much bigger. and different skill set and everything like that. Better on the mic. He came back fantastic. So, give him all the credit in the world. He's done a great job coming back. I do think he does come out on top because I think WWE likes Gunther so much that it's almost time for him to start being pushed towards bigger and better things.
Well, I think that's WrestleMania 40 comes into play with Gunther. I think he gets a shot at Roman.
And now's the time to have a couple matches with Drew, try to get your title back, and then eventually start building towards, Royal Rumble and then the road to WrestleMania. Yeah,
I mean, I know we're on the Cody scene, and Cody's still on, he's finishing the story, which he's not too fond of anymore, which I keep hearing. But no, if you're going to do a triple threat, I mean, put Gunther in there. I think it would be a great match. But Gunther, he wins tomorrow night. Sorry.
We got a couple comments here. Maiko says he is still fighting Guardians of the Galaxy, Batista.
Yeah, that movie. Is that a movie or something?
Yeah, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. So funny. Yeah, Bautista does a great job in Guardians of the Galaxy. Eileen, RVD. She also said he looks so out of shape. I agree.
Yes,
but he's still wrestling in the Indies, so it's not like he's just sitting around not doing anything. But
no.
Adam Glenn says Rico beats Logan. Ricochet
beats Logan. No.
I disagree as well, but you never know. You just never know. Thanks for giving your pick, Adam.
Eileen, who was in three-man band besides Jinder and
we're getting
Drew. We can't think. Yeah, okay.
Eileen says he's going to wrestle next week. That's RVD. Adam Glenn says Gunther is going to win.
Gunther wins. Yes,
right.
I agree.
Then Adam Glenn
Heath Slater. Thank you.
Adam Glenn.
Heath Slater. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it.
Adam's on the ball with that one.
Yes, Heath Slater. Why does his name escape me?
I don't know. Just wait till you see Mr. Fuji in the ring in his ring attire.
Can't wait to see that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my Lord.
So we'll move on to I forgot to put up the old Solutions banner here.
That's okay.
There we go. Now we'll go to the next match, which I think would be this one here. I think. Cody.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe the women's match, but okay, that's fine.
Cody Brock. You and I have Cody, and the underdog has Brock.
Yes, I think I saw something today on Brock. I was really scrolling today. Brock's contract is going to end in 2025. Did I read that right? I think I saw that today. But yeah, I can't. Cody's got to win this match. Cody's going to win this match. Why? There's no point in Brock winning this match.
Yeah.
For what reason?
He'll get that nice rub from Brock. He'll get a that'll just lift his character up. Beating Brock, and he's taken some pretty good beatings from Brock recently. A couple
F5s, that's for sure.
Yeah, so it's you feel like Cody's due for the win. They've traded off wins in the last two pay-per-views. Cody won back in
Cody won the first one.
Mania, I think it was. And then the pay-per-view in between. I don't know what I don't remember the pay-per-views.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the.
Was it Rumble? Wasn't it Rumble? Was it Rumble?
Oh no, it was. I think it was WrestleMania. Brock and Cody.
Okay.
No. I don't know. It doesn't matter what it was. But Cody ended up winning because Brock had him in the Kimura lock, and Cody rolled Brock onto his back. And 1, 2, 3.
Got the win.
Pay per view that they wrestled. It was Brock was able to submit Cody because he passed out.
I remember. He never gave up. He passed out.
Yeah. So
right.
So that I think it's gonna be a good match.
Tomorrow's match number 3 between these two. So
I'm ready for it to be over, and for Cody to move on. So I'm a big Cody fan.
See, that's where I think Randy comes into play.
Yeah,
could.
He could. I don't see why, but you never know.
Because Randy and Cody were a tag team back in the day. So I can see Randy coming into the match, screwing it for Brock.
And then you have Randy and Brock after that?
It could be.
I like that. I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
Adam says Cody. Adam's picking Cody.
Good for him.
And then Mr. Fuji says Brock asked me, Mr. Fuji, to manage him after beating Cody for one last run for the belt before he retires. So maybe
okay.
maybe like Mickey from Rocky, managing the Rock. You need a manager, Rock. You need somebody to manage.
You can't win, Rock. He'll knock you tomorrow, Rock.
He's got to knock your block off, Rock.
You ain't been hungry since you won that belt.
I used to always, not to get off subject here, we've been on for a while already, but I used to do a quote from the first Rocky movie. One of my favorite scenes is when Mick comes up to ask Rock if he could manage him for the title fight,
right?
And Rock declines, and Rock goes into the whole speech, like, this time he's not come to my house. What, my house stinks? Yeah, stinks. The whole damn thing stinks. And it just goes on and on.
At least you had a pride, Mick.
Yeah, legs don't work. Nothing works. Yeah, I still get my face kicked in. Oh, I love it. I used to do that all the time. I don't remember word for word.
No. The best one was when he goes. She goes, "I need to call my brother." He goes, "I can call your brother." Yo, father, your sister's with me. I'll call you later. See ya.
Yelled out the window. Oh my god!
Classic.
All right, so then let me see what matches we have left here. Okay, I think we'll go to this one next.
Okay.
It didn't pop up for me yet because I was slow on my computer. There we go. The Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. Yes. Myself and Underdog have Finn winning, and you have Seth. And this is where it's going to get really, really interesting. What's going to happen with the Judgment Day? Yes,
this actually will tell what Judgment Day really is. I can't see Finn walking out with that title, and even if he does win, then Priest will definitely cash in. But I'm with I think who said that quote earlier. I think it was Adam. He said that Seth wins hands down. I'm going to go with Seth wins hands down.
And so, like you said about the cashing in part, I have a feeling that Damien's going to cash in no matter what. Mm-hmm. And like I said, there's also a scenario in my head where it's if Finn does win, Damien doesn't cash in on him, but maybe he cashes in on Roman. Then you have the Judgment Day as the ultimate faction with all those titles. But I feel like Damian Priest is going to cash in his Money in the Bank contract tomorrow night at SummerSlam. But who it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be Seth or Finn, but I still feel like there's an outside shot that can be Roman Reigns. And that would really throw a huge curveball into everything.
The eve before SummerSlam. Gotta love it. Oh, gotta love
it. Check out the comments, see who else is picking here.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for commenting on the show. We really appreciate it.
Adam Glenn, our boy, says Seth wins, no cash in.
I think so too. That's my prediction.
Then you have Adam saying Randy comes back for RK Bro, and that's what I was thinking as well. Adam,
yeah,
great minds think alike. Adam,
I
asked earlier. I'll forgive you now.
There's two situations for Randy that I see, like you said before with Bro. I can see that happening. Yeah. Or between Cody and Brock, I can see that happening too. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but it's going to be very, very fun to watch.
Well, and like you said, Randy isn't cleared for another 2 weeks yet, but that doesn't mean
I don't know how long it was. I didn't see how long the clearing was, but I did read this morning that Randy is nowhere to be cleared.
I mean, you have that music hit. I hear voices in my head. And he comes out to the top of the ramp. If it's the RK, if it's
RKO,
Riddle's not even wrestling, is he?
Who? Bro's actually in the he's in the
Battle Royal.
Battle Royal, yeah.
So if he comes out for let's say the Gunther match or even the Brock match, let's say Brock and Cody.
That's what I'm thinking.
So Brock's out there slamming the shit out of Cody, they're throwing him everywhere. That the music hits, Brock turns around, his jaw drops, his gorilla jaw drops. He's staring up there, and Randy's just there looking at him. Well, then all of a sudden he gets rolled up by Cody, or Cody puts him in some sort of move, like lock or whatever. and that's how it ends.
But see, I don't see him as a kid, and I think because with Randy just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you might just see RKO out of nowhere.
That's what you'd want to see, but if he's not cleared, you just can't see the physicality part of it.
Right. I mean, remember, let's go back to SummerSlam back when he beat Seth. Remember when he picked him up, threw him up in the air, RKO'd him down, game over.
Well, the whole curb stomp part of it was it? Was off a curb stomp, I think, right?
I believe so. Okay, here we go.
Maiko says, okay, Finn wins. Damian cashes out and thinks about it. Priest tries to
cash in on Roman/Jay winner.
Okay, winner. Finn comes out and causes Priest to lose after cashing in. Judgment Day explodes out of the box, thinking, yeah, I can see that happening as well. Yep. Because now Finn is pissed off because he didn't win the championship, and Finn wins the championship, and he wants to be the leader. He wants to be the only one that has the ultimate strap around his waist, and so you can see that jealousy part of it. He doesn't want to share the glory. He doesn't want to share the limelight. He's the ultimate leader.
Sure,
you can kind of see that.
Oh, absolutely, I can see that. Yep.
But either way, I think that's gonna be a fantastic match.
I do too. I'm just curious to see when that match takes place during the show. Is it going to be? Is it going to be before Roman and?
Oh, it has to be. Bloodline has to be. Like I said, I have a hard time seeing them having the ladies third. I could see them having the ladies as main event because they want to push the women's product as well.
Sure.
It doesn't help them at all if they're the match, 2 matches or 3 matches, from the main event. It helps them a lot more if they're the co-main event. And those women in that match are all fantastic.
Oh, no doubt.
So we'll hit that match up next. I think that's what.
I think that's the last one, isn't it?
No, we also have the main event, the Bloodline match.
Oh, that's right. We didn't go there yet. Okay.
So myself and Underdog have Asuka retaining, and you have Miss Charlotte, the Queen.
I have to go with the Queen. This is just a match to me. I'm not much of a Bianca fan. I got to be honest on that. Asuka, I can take or leave, but when it comes to Charlotte, I don't. I always pick Charlotte either way. You can ask on the other show. I always pick Charlotte too. So I'm going with the Queen.
All 3 girls are awesome. I love all 3. I really like Bianca. I like her little dance she's twirling her hair and stuff. I like her skill set. I love Asuka. I think Asuka's the bee's knees. Charlotte, I think Charlotte's a terrific wrestler. There's something I don't like about her. I don't know what it is. But if she wins, it's that'd be 16 titles. I think she'd tie her.
Hey, that would be. I'm okay with that.
So you kind of see how they would lean towards that. Do you think Io Sky cashes in? See,
that's what I'm thinking. And I was going to say this on the show on the beginning of the show, but I saved it for last. I think Charlotte wins, but Io does cash in. Yes.
So do you think that there's a chance that there's 2 cash-ins at SummerSlam, or do you think it's one or the other?
It's SummerSlam, big man. I say yes, 2 cash-ins.
It'd be really exciting. I'll tell you that. I love the.
Hey, you got to keep the crowd on their feet, man. Let them excited. That's what it's about. Triple H knows that. He knows that this. If the crowd's bored, then what's the point? You know, keep that crowd excited. Because if you remember, I think when they were back in, I want to say Jeddah. Was it Jeddah? But the crowd was in it the whole time.
Yeah,
there was not one match on that show that the crowd was not excited about. So. You're in Detroit, man. Let it go. Just let it go.
I know when they were in England, the crowds were really hot.
That's what I meant. England, yeah. The place was crazy.
So I'm really looking forward to this match because again, all 3 women are fantastic.
Yes,
you really can go. And I'm not a huge fan of the triple threats, but I like that this is a triple threat because you're going to be able to see Asuka versus Charlotte, Charlotte versus
Bianca. Yeah.
So then you're going to see all those girls in almost like an individual match because somebody's going to get thrown out. They're going to lay out there for 2 or 3 minutes while the other 2 women are going at it inside. Then one of those ladies are going to get thrown out. Then you're going to have the other 2 women wrestling on the inside. So I think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be a great match. I hope it's not too quick though. I really do. I hope they They
I think
drag it out.
With it being a triple threat, they're going to have to give them time to tell the story, to do the match, and get it over and stuff like that.
Yep. So I'm going Charlotte, but I'm going to say this: I'm going Charlotte to win the match, but I think Io cashes in and Io ends up chanting.
Eileen says, "I think Flair wins."
I do too.
And so the one thing that has me, like I said before, that has me leaning towards Flair a little bit is because her dad was 16-time world champion. This would give her 16-time.
Correct. Even if it's for 10 seconds, she's still 16-time champion.
Yeah. We have Maiko saying, no, that's an Asian on Asian crime. Stop it. If he always cashed in on Asuka,
Asuka wins. Ooh,
Asuka wins. I agree with Adam.
Okay.
Lee says WWE always wants her to have the women's title. Yeah.
Who's that? Charlotte?
Charlotte, yes. For a while they did there. Yeah, there's the correction.
Right.
I think that's kind of passed a little bit, but it's been a while since. No, what she had it at WrestleMania. That's where Asuka took it from her. Correct?
I believe that's correct. Yes.
Yeah. So she hasn't. She's been strapless only for a short amount of time. So I don't see her getting it back yet. But you never know.
So you're saying it's too early for her, Charlotte?
I think it is. But the storyline of her 16-time with her dad 16-time. It's going to happen sooner or later.
It would make sense. It's going
to happen at a big show, whether it be WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
Well, SummerSlam's a big show. I mean, it's one of the top 4 pay-per-views, like I said in the promo. It's one of my favorites. It is one of the top 4.
It's the top 4. You have WrestleMania, then SummerSlam. I think Royal Rumble, then Survivor,
Rumble, and then Survivor Series. Yep.
If I had to rank them out anyway.
Well, to me, my number one is always Royal Rumble because I love the Royal Rumble. I just love the Royal Rumble. Then I go SummerSlam 2, WrestleMania 3, and I'll go Survivor Series 4.
I like the Royal Rumble. It's just I think sometimes it's kind of a bummer. Like some of it, like you're just like I don't know.
I like the Royal Rumble because I have a party every year, and this is what we do. We have we put numbers in a hat. Okay, you get 4 numbers each, and you put money in the pot. And if your number comes up, you win the match, you win the money.
Oh, there you go. I like that. That's pretty cool.
We do it every year. I've had a party for it every single year. And usually sometimes it snows on the Royal Rumble, so if we get a snowstorm, it's tough to do. But people come over to my house. We have a party. We have food, chips, cheese, whatever, all kinds of food. Everybody comes over. Like I said, you get 4. You get either 3 or 4 numbers, whatever it is. And if your number wins, you get the money.
Well, and that's what you were talking about earlier about when Roman won the Rumble and The Rock was there and they booed him. That was in Philly, and there was a huge-ass snowstorm. I remember that. I remember watching that. Me and my old man were watching that.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so I think this is the main event. Let me make sure I'm pulling up the right one here. Yes, the Bloodline.
The Bloodline.
Yeah, the underdog taking Jey Uso, and Dave and myself were taking the Tribal Chief to remain as such.
I can't see Roman losing this match. As much as I want to see Jey win, I really do. I love Jey. Jey's great, but if Roman wins this, you got to keep Roman to WrestleMania. So I just don't see Roman losing.
And so I think Jimmy's coming back. I think because they mentioned Jimmy a couple times on tonight's show with Paul Heyman's promo and stuff like that. Yep. So I have a really strong feeling that Jimmy's coming back and Jimmy's going to cost Jey the title. I think Jey's going to have it. He's going to be primed, just getting ready to finish Roman off. And I think Jimmy, is
that where Priest comes into play?
It could be. If Damien's going to cash in, why not do it when Jimmy cost Jey the title? Mm-hmm. And just cash it on a lifeless Roman laying there. Solo is probably down and out as well. If Jey's able to get that far against Roman, that means he has to knock Solo out somehow.
Right.
So yeah, that could be when Damien cashes in after Jimmy screws Jey, and we start the civil war between them.
Yeah, looks that way. But I'm going with Roman. I think Roman wins it.
Eileen says I want some wings or pizza for SummerSlam. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm down on that. Sure, why not?
Eileen's house we're going. She said she's buying pizza. Mr. Fuji 2.0 is me, Fuji, invited to party. I'll call a truce, and I'll bring rice and sushi.
Sounds good to me, Mr. Fuji.
All right, we'll see. Adam says Roman wins, Jimmy helps. I agree with Adam.
I agree.
Eileen, I like to eat good during big pay-per-views. I used to do the whole thing for years. I would take off WrestleMania. I'd use a vacation day because the pay-per-views were Sunday. So I'd use a vacation day for Monday, and I have a big party in my house. We'd have a nice spread and stuff like that. So I used to do the whole thing. But
all right, before we go there, big man, I have a question for you. My question is, do you miss SummerSlam being just on? I'm sorry, WrestleMania just being on Sundays, or do you like it on Saturday and Sunday?
I don't like the 2-day thing. I like Saturdays, because like I said, especially with me working night shift now,
right?
I work Sunday night. So if it's Sunday night, I'm not seeing a large portion of that pay-per-view live anyway. Go back and watch it anyway.
I mean,
the 2-night thing I think is for WrestleMania. It gives more opportunity to talent to showcase what they can do. Mm-hmm. Whereas before the one night, you had one long 4-hour pay-per-view. There's some matches that either get cut out of the show during the show,
right? Or
there's guys that don't get a spot on WrestleMania because just not enough time. Now you have 2 nights, 2 4-hour nights. That gives a lot more opportunity to different guys that maybe not have gotten the chance before to wrestle at WrestleMania to have their WrestleMania moment. Right. And I think that's great. So
you like the 2 nights better than one, is what you're telling me?
Yeah, I like the 2 nights better than one Sunday night.
I got you. Well, Sunday night, I mean, you watch for 4 hours. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, but again, I'm not able to do that on Sunday night.
Right, right. I get it. But I'm saying, just like saying one big show for Sunday night, that's a lot. That's a long time.
Maiko says it won't pop. Pull it over, Eileen. I'll cook. Bring the teriyaki.
The sushi and the rice.
so I think SummerSlam is going to be awesome.
I do too. I'm excited.
Fun. Hang on, I do have one more match here.
What?
Hang on, pull it up here. Is it up? Is it up? It should say. The new main event, Out of the Box Sports Entertainment's here to announce a new main event sponsored by Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Cowboy Dave versus Mr. Fuji 2.0 in a wheelchair and cane match. Last man standing. There we go.
Oh my Lord. I love it.
We see everybody that has picked you to win. We have Rollins. We have I think that's Ricochet, Drew McIntyre. It looks like
what does that say? Mr. Fuji deciding vote.
The deciding vote is Liv. Is Liv down there? She's saying Mr. Fuji. She's
Liv. Okay.
So it looks like all the the LA Knight picked you to win, Dave. How about that? LA Knight picked you to win.
Hey, why not?
So Logan Paul picked Mr. Fuji.
Oh, how dare him.
Shayna, or no, is that Ronda picked Mr. Fuji? I think it looks like, and Shayna.
I'm not seeing these. I'm not seeing your. But go ahead.
Well, all the votes are right here right next to Mr. Fuji, and right next to you. You see the pictures of the rest.
I don't see. No, I don't. I only see the one picture. It says Mr. Fuji deciding vote.
Oh, is that all you see? You don't see the pictures?
No.
You see a picture of you and Mr. Fuji, though, right?
I see that Mr. Fuji. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
You can see the wrestlers next to them.
Oh, next to them. Yeah. Okay. I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's how every overlay we've done for the matches had our pictures next to who we were picking.
Oh, okay. I got. Okay, now I'm with you. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
At the end of the show,
I wasn't saying. I was looking at the bottom. Sorry, my fault.
That's all right.
Okay. That's cool.
That's the main event now. That's a new main event.
Okay.
Fantastic. All right. Congratulations, Dave. Main event in SummerSlam.
Hey, I try.
Eileen,
wait a minute. Before I main event SummerSlam, can I have a manager? I need a manager.
Who's your manager going to be? Yeah, absolutely.
You, big man. You're my manager.
I guess Adam Glenn could be Mr. Fuji's manager.
I will not. If you be my manager, I'd be very excited about that.
I will absolutely be your manager. I
love it.
You throw a mean wheelchair. No. Adam Glenn says LA Knight wins the Battle Royal. Yes, we forgot to talk about
yes, that is definitely my pick for the Battle Royal. Absolutely.
I agree also, LA Knight. It's time for
LA Knight, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I love you guys. I'm sorry if you're watching this podcast. I love LA Knight. I'm a very big fan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I agree, and it's
he better win. He better win that main event or battle royal. He better. If he does, I'll be very upset.
The fans are still loving him.
Yep.
You can't lose this ride that he's on. You can't.
I'll tell you what. If Miz wins this Royal Rumble or main event, I'll be very upset with that.
Oh, that would be something else. Mr. Fuji says he has a great chokehold, Cowboy Dave, and Yokozuna is his manager.
It doesn't matter. I got big man behind me. I'm good.
Yeah, but if Yokozuna sits on my chest or something like that, Jesus Christ, I'm in trouble.
Because he's not going to be around. He's no longer.
Right, he's dead.
That's right. So you're good.
He's actually a part of the bloodline. Yokozuna on family tree.
This is true.
He's cousins of the all those people there, all those Samoans. Right.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so I'm going to do the show read here real quick. Show times and all that stuff. Out
of the box sports.
I say show schedule. The schedule. Schedule. Yeah, I guess. Do you want to read it, or should I read it?
I can do it.
That's up to you.
I don't care. Monday night we got 4:30. We got Joystick Junkies on Monday. 6 o'clock we got Sully Squad. Check them out. They're a really good show. It's fun to watch. Their Sully Squad, my partner in crime. And 8:30 got Big Blue Power Hour with Stacy, Dan, and Big Mr. Evan himself. It's great. It's a great show. Check it out. Giants, all New York Giants. Big Blue Power Hour. Tuesday nights, you got the Commanders Gridiron with Steve at 6:30, talking about those Washington Commanders. 8:30, got Extra Innings with me and Joe Sullivan. Great show. We have a great time with it. Wednesday nights, get 10 o'clock at the Bat Cave with my partner, Big Ken Fry. He's the Batman, loves his New York Mets. I don't know why, but he does.
Damn it. I'm telling you.
They're not doing too good right now. 8 o'clock at College Football Frenzy. I'm not sure about that. And 9:30, then 215 Boys Wednesday nights. Check out me, the Big Tower of Power. Is that Tower of Power? And Big Mako, myself. We talk about those Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Thursday nights, we have 7 o'clock. We had Fuji's Philly Flair. Check that out. It's a very good show. Mike Fuji helps you out. He has special guests every week. He's done 2 shows so far, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I think three or four now.
Oh, okay, I'm a little off on that. Friday nights, you got us, the Atomic Drop Podcast. Big Ken and I, we talk about WWE, SummerSlam, talking all WWE wrestling. Saturdays, 11 a.m., you got the Irish pregame show coming up. If you're a Notre Dame fan, that's definitely for you. And to be announced, I believe it says, Irish postgame show. So if you're a Notre Dame fan, check it out. 10 o'clock, you got the Vegas Sports Scene with Big Ken himself. Talking about those LA Raiders, or Vegas Raiders. Sorry, Vegas Raiders. Sorry about that. It's all Vegas Sports Scene. If you're a big Vegas fan, Vegas Knights, Raiders, that's your show to watch. Sunday, to be announced, you got the Eagles, Giants, Cowboys pregame show. And to be announced, the Eagles, Giants postgame show with Cowboys too. Coming soon, the NFC East table. I'm not sure about that. The debate show, the debate room, old school show, really good show, fun to watch. I think the next show is 9-3 Phillies. Is that correct on that?
Yep, that's what we're hearing.
Yes, and Lights Camera Action show. Hey, we have everything at Out of the Box Sports and the Birds Corner. I don't know anything about that. But I'm sure it's a great show as well. Check us out at OOT Box Sports. Subscribe, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We're all over the place. And if you're always looking for new show ideas and new hosts, come and join our team. We would love to have you.
Now, the Birds Corner is not just a bunch of dudes hanging out in the bathroom. That's about the Eagles, I think.
That's what I thought. Eagle show. Yes, the Birds Corner. Yes.
So the Bat Cave, 10 a.m. in the mornings. But actually, we have you see here popped up on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. I'm extremely excited to announce this Wednesday's episode of the Bat Cave will have a special start time, 11:30 a.m. And I'm going to have a special guest. If you're a Mets fan, if you're a Barstool Sports fan, or anything like that, if you're just a Mets hater, even you know who this guy is, Frank the Tank, Frank Fleming. Special guest in the Bat Cave. 11. Wow. I can't tell you. I'm over the moon about this. Myself and Maiko have been trying to get Frank on for a couple months now, and we're able to figure out a time with Frank. Super excited, super jacked, stoked for this show, and very, very nervous. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You sound it.
I'll have socks in my armpits that soak up the sweat, man. I'll tell you what.
I will definitely check that show out. That's for sure.
It'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to find out what makes Frank tick. We're going to talk some Mets, of course, hot dogs, and then this, that, and the other. He's also a Dolphins fan, New Jersey Devils, so we'll get into a whole bunch of sports stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And also, and Cowboys, Dave, Dem 2 and 5 boys, Cowboy Dave's Dem 2 and 5 boys training camp. ESPN writer Rudy Reyes.
Yes.
2 and 5 boys. Fantastic.
Yeah, Rudy actually covers the Cowboys. He's been at training camp for what I've been hearing. And he's going to give us a lowdown of what's going on in Cowboy training camp. We're very excited to hear about that.
Awesome.
Yes. Very exciting.
So great stuff happening here on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment coming up next week. So I'm super excited. A huge week for us here at Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. And,
where'd I go?
I don't know where you went.
Did you lose me?
Where the hell did you go?
I don't know. What happened?
I don't know.
Is that Mr. Fuji playing games again?
No, it's not. I don't know because it doesn't say.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You lost me.
Hang on a second. You know what? Let me.
Oh, there I am.
You know what? Okay, so I don't know. For some reason, my arrow wasn't on it, but there's so for those of you that don't know, I don't think you can see this, Dave, but there's different layouts where our pictures are like us live right now, like we're next to each other. There's different spots below the screen where those can be. So for instance, just to give you guys a tutorial, we can do this, and it pops you over to there. So for whatever reason, the main one popped up, or was just one big picture of one of us, which was me in the middle. I don't know how it got over there.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, Rudy Reyes, huge for Dem 215 boys, and Frank the Tank. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am about that.
You're giddy over that.
I really am. When I got the news, there was some fist pumping going.
I can see that.
I'm not. I always make fun of my daughter because when she does something good, like when we're messing around in the backyard and like she'll do something that I didn't do, she'll do the "let's go" thing. And so I always tease her about that. But when I got the news, I get "let's go."
Speaking of daughters, my daughter's actually going out for a team. She's going to try for softball. A team's called Revolution.
Okay.
Yes, they're a traveling team. They play games out in, I believe, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware County, PA. She's very excited about it. Her tryouts are August 8th and August 14th, I believe. But she's very excited, and she's done travel. She's never done really a traveling team before. Yeah. She's subbed a couple of times for a traveling team, but she's never played on a traveling team. So if you guys can wish her luck, we would really appreciate that.
150% good luck to your daughter, Dave. Trying out for the travel team for Revolution. I've heard of a couple different Revolution teams. Whether or not it's the same team, because sometimes there's multiple teams throughout the state that are named exactly the same. So whether or not it's the same Revolution team or not, I'm not sure. But I know we've played against Revolution. The Niagara James has, and I've seen Revolution before. Okay. And so absolutely 150% good luck to her. I'm sure she'll do great.
I appreciate it. Team. I took her to the cages yesterday, and she was hitting the ball really well. So she's very excited. So
awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So a couple comments here before we duck out of here. This thing is just popping around everywhere. It's driving me insane. All right. Adam Glenn said the Eagles will win the NFC East.
Nah, not this year.
I think it's between the Eagles and
the Cowboys.
I really do.
Yeah.
I've actually picked the Cowboys a couple times in the last 3 years to win the Super Bowl.
I heard there's dissension in Eagles training camp. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't keep track.
I think that's a ghost emoji. I don't know why there's a ghost emoji.
Okay.
Oh, because of the screen getting all messed up.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of messed up because my little arrow was nowhere near it.
No idea.
And, I know it wasn't Fuji because I didn't do that.
There you
go. Also, special guest coming up on August 18th on the Atomic Drop podcast here. Janine Besson. an original Glow wrestler. If you look her up on the old Google machine, punch, get in your keyboard and punch in original Glow wrestler. She was Hollywood. She was known
okay.
So check that out.
Very exciting. We got a lot of things going on here out of the box sports entertainment.
So very excited to talk to her in 2 weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we also have a couple more guests lined up for the Atomic Drop podcast, but we'll announce that once we have dates hammered down and stuff like that. So, so that's
exciting.
That's all I have, Dave. Dave, is there anything that you want to add to this? Anything?
Final thoughts. Yeah, everybody, enjoy SummerSlam tomorrow night. Have a good time with it. Enjoy the show. And will we be on tomorrow night after the show?
Somebody will be on. It'll either be you and Maiko or me and you, but we will be on.
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's a time. If it's going to be 11, are we shooting?
I would shoot for maybe half hour after the show's over. I would think that sounds good.
So check us out. Half hour after SummerSlam. Somebody will be on. It's either going to be Dave and Maiko or myself and Dave. I'm not sure if we're heading up to the campground tomorrow or not after my daughter's tryouts, but we'll see. We'll see. Somebody's going to be here. Yeah. Somebody's going to be here. We're going to be talking about the start of the bloodline of the Uso Civil War. So,
all right. So enjoy SummerSlam tomorrow, everybody. I hope you have a great weekend and stay safe.
And we also have one more announcement. Jim Jeffcoat coming soon to Dem 215 boys.
Yes, very big announcement. Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah. So you got anything?
I have nothing. Enjoy SummerSlam. It's going to be a great show. I feel like deep down it's going to be a really awesome show because it's a great card. And of course, the main event, the one that everybody wants to see, Cowboy Dave Yarnell versus Mr. Fuji. So
it's going down tomorrow.
And Mr. Fuji has a message here before we duck out of here. Says, "See you soon, Dave."
I'm ready.
All right, that's it for us, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Thanks for hanging out with us for 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah, long time.
Rolling. So
yeah.
Thanks for checking out, everybody. We're out of here. Peace.
All right, later.